And so your messages are welcome. We say hi Obi. Please, I suggest you should make an official request to tap send to support this worthy project. Thank you. We free Jimmy Usu Kwatin ewo Virginia, US of A, and on the way abraying. It say Papa Intia Momomoa and ama yehu de yehu inti nyame enkoso na onhire mu nyina. Momo number ni bio 0544 334714 0544 334714 0544 334714. Registered name ne Dominic Kisi Yeboa and mama yanshanen so and the yebekwa homano na fe yakodi enkomo se dem kan the Bank of Ghana governor ni fie raid and afe oketechie mankwa efrifa arrest enra no was say yehwe na yedi ho enkom me kan ka kire mo say the new patriotic party through its general secretary issued statement on the arrest and the raid enra mamene national organizer of the party and kasa lawyer Henry Nanabuache na be akwa ba na pom to saying
lawyer Osebozu
senior Henry Nanabuache no
ubuade
me did say bibi aboko
twedi ampo daroma ene ewie yete unkansia na ewiasa fa na yinitiwa na nyame ne beda na se nyame de ne nso afemye
nyame asintianra me hu pictures on your socials say one kasa wo pro echo NIB officers following the arrest of journalist Oketechie. Na bia homa na teko mama yen sanso freni bio na yen toa enkomo ne so Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumadie na wasugu so a utie no enti mo messages no emra na afei yen kai be we say Obi good day. I just looked at page 22 of the oral document. Under SML it has 3 pictures, the pictures of Ofori-Atta, Martin Ayisi, and the former GRA commissioner. The question is, why is President Mahama keeping Martin Ayisi in office, a person the oral report has captured as having engaged in corruption? We need some clarifications. Nana wa homa ne teko e me pacho
Obi na enye NIB na national security.
National security, okay.
Enti your Blue Gate omodan na ewo Accra Sports Stadium.
Okay.
Echi hona. Obi enra na inyanti ese okatechi okotresans to we ofigim peba na car bi crossing. Car no crossing no omuse national security operatives no mu hia no. Or no more yet to mammy kakra, but a bedroom nipa wo. Inti nipa ba plan or canon, no in the car na man. No join you no more call national security. Obiom could do ye asamoa omubusa no and it's a wakase national security for the omu for galam saying some tino omra no ombi no one. Obi asem na ni
okay
no kwa no medru ho no ibusa se ti asem ye di no mo se ani ibusa ni mpre no so se ti asem na mi o mo se ani na mi se busa mi mpre nsa so ti asem na no mo se ani obi asem me kan ya na say this is a useless waste of time arrest Obi enne Galamsey eba NPP wa ben NPC form penning for catches and Nanado Danko Kufa in the bush for na Galamsey obi to say what you be on na a trap ya da no almost Nanado or a direct beneficiary of Galamsey money Sam George can be national communications officer at Kennedy. It was all over. Na yomu campaign message on Madam. na journalist ono ye ya penso NPP apenso Obubekaya he mounted a spirited advocacy on issues of Galamsey. A hold ye down. I say you go for ni because I say Obi what is say ma police for question. Journalist who do can Galamsey want some. We have a research movie.
But was your issue the arrest and also the subject matter of the arrest, which is
National Security Yahweh eba omukwa no yen hwan tele wadi obi atem kroma empanimfo ahemfo
asempa
fitru kukudam di obi atem ama court class yenya no ono obaye benenam ha se siniki benenam ha se ya no sakoe okatachi okroma obi anim so okusku ewodimpa Intino so nyano no aka asem na fanya no azo we invite no na mo de car crossing Rambo-Style bi hu te se ni bibiasi motam no koya manye asem nyi nenra amandwe mpone se ngombe ditini no na omu hu se ni timamufo pressure eba social media heater mountain ano mo intelligence to mo se no omunya o mo na emunjo
na enra in the time ben no mo peke no and time ben no mu jai no
tron exams no we around 7:38 ho about 8:30 mu ko 9 no omofa no by 11
anaju 8:30
yes
okay in that is odi be 2 hours ewo national security premises
roughly 2 hours to 3 hours so maybe
and he tells you sir the only in some Musa na about national security for you involved in Galamsey
issues. No kubusano. Sansa waka e woni show awoyeso.
In the sanka yemfa ne say omo invite no rather than the Rambo-Style arrest na anka mun shade any problem be right?
Obi say me kran de me di kan kra ka say a new patriotic party. Yeah, lawful. Party Nankasano, and Maratnia de FM. Any form of investigation be a lawful piano. We are ready to cooperate. Be saying fact. Now, no. Mwako, Umbisa media, but a sembisa for be a sembi puntina media program.
Yes.
Pressure Iraq and Ofori-Atta. Na Japan Ghana military army in a devastated misconduct. Akata Japan a good president Mahamani Abani Ghana ni mwati nchomu. Japan eswa asrafo ekutetuo AK-47 at the car ekurake no Ofori-Atta efi ni yire wo ho ne ma wo ho na busuafo wo ho edi hu etfio ekowia chen CCTV enemi hu se na ejapa. Now President Mahama the park Ghana for through the majority leader in parliament Mahama ayarega se obusae Defense Minister se onimu bibi o se da bi onimu hwe Ebisa Interior Minister and then only a minister responsible for national security also nim hwe
asempa
FM we mu ne teso ye national security operatives for bi na koye am obe pa macho enra ahomache pri na japakuru ye yide asojafo be 20 Ako former governor Shi, and so mu budget yeni. Atin tokwa on any security phone tokwa. gyina ho saa by bear 5 bear pinten and a former governor wife enyane no say asem we sini in fact over power the security for am do wura mu kwa so mu say bu dan no door na nkata kwa ni no pen ka tom so mu tumbo na mi am bi ne mu pebia ma ba he mu bu mu rem mu si ni vote e wa hin o se fi ho no ma nya sika bia 10,000 da mu kwa yira 10,000 wo fi ho no mu kwa na yira you are being so ho no so no so mo se kwa sa yira e ho no na Japan Afro National Security Coordinator I'm on the phone, I'm a governor, I'm a national security coordinator. Part to governor say, more prisons on Bayana or sorry for any inconvenience. Almost a cast 9 years ago. Or the keys at the mouth. What the cast you go here? You make a claim when I'm a friend. Musmako Jaka Nessie baby into Mumbai Farm car. Be said, what kind of madness is this?
Who radio soon in your
opportunity? I'm up to 7. Is it there now before the family car? Now, what you call? Oh, yeah, I don't want to cram and say, oh, cars, none of the fire. May the car clean your pussy baby into the forward. Look. Ghana, Hayira Mahama, Ghana for more overwhelming endorsement. This wasn't part of why they endorsed you. We never will include. I'm a Japan, a good Ghana, and what is Papa, you need a deep free. I'm move for stated misconduct. We're good Ghana anymore. Look at the overwhelming endorsement. You think Ghanaians will endorse such an act?
Yeah, but I've just somebody just forwarded a story to me, a story attributed to Deputy Attorney General Justice Rambo-Style, who makes the argument say the raid our Governor Fieno was carried out according to law because apparently they had a warrant from the court to do what they did.
Obi, warrant, the warrant, Omama, copy. And once you read it through, chapter, Debbie. Read it through, Obi, admitted. Masati said, same side, a part of, some Muslims super confirm say a part of information gathering process. It's all I know, then all our full Majuma, almost if we are seeing in our document, President Mahamana. No information been there. So does it mean that Ora has become useless? Does it mean work and we were told and we were meant to believe that they are setting up Ora so that Ora better gather information and better gather in Yama. It's any idea to move Ora or be free at how much 3 a.m. A bull will be free how much 3 a.m. Ever put the entire house in trauma. Madam Elizabeth Ohini, extra article be. Or say a bra you are John Rollins, or ye attempted coup a chino. Sabe or no Nadamfo, and in an outcome Rollins. It's more yet more daily graphic. Or TC action and young shin was Abreno. According to the article, no one is an act of fraud. It will free you, and no call, what's run and I couldn't do. So, Shawn's are bed 20 minutes, not to say, will be door. A mobile door, or could be nice as soldier for me, Martin Gramo. Now, I'll mammy, Minana, Elizabeth or Henswa. I'll really, Mr. Chaya, no, monsieur, one barber sexual. Will be so, say, almost such warrant way. After no one near sexual winning. brena nanka a military regime na yet to a miracle nanka ultimum kwa musafra ni se search warrant well and no kwana o si afeta foi hwehwe omunima no mutu o muka na o musa akoye don hwede be ba ko ni akiri na o musa bae o mo ba no mukuta search warrant no na ni die mu bo mu na o si de we o musi ye search kwa na nwa ya soja for penny kakra mu kjawe na mudu ya to na ma hwe na mudu ya to decently no what procure search warrant o ko be fi ahoma chi 3 am now the military for 20 who ya no was saying CCTV na bia okwa and say the papa abia na okoko saying CCTV who tutu e why say woman na say no because now no bi omo koye sa no CCTV na hi japawi edumbai it is abia who kuta since I na me ne ka say yo wo see emra kwa so na mo koye ntisi na akwa destroy the property. Because when you go to court, you can say it's an Okuta warrant. So why then do you destroy the CCTV cameras there? It is how military regime look how decently they went back. Muko secure search warrant at the buyer. According to Madam Elizabeth Ohene, Bibia Kama. Also, or the attitude neya, none of young crosses, and neya constitutional rule. A moment to be a memo. Also, what ora? You see, when I said that the oral team discredited that people don't understand me. Ora no me, you know. Say ora for a Jumavia, actually, we have to document Yadakuma President Mahama or Jubilee. Yet, we still have some Muslims saying that a part of information gathering process. It also could be 3 a.m. It's dangerous. We are doing armed robbers for between the Muajim. I do armed robbers between the Muajim. Mr. NPP for beyond one hobby. The other team they are born who by the above hobby. Gone who bet him about 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Had they are, Yasmaya, you to national security. The Bible said you fee. President Mahama. Did you Ghana when you we and come be? Would you be said Obi? Why am from Sobi? But you price for Ghana city. Now we give you more. I'm not sure, sir. This is how you need to go about it.
Yeah, but more critics and swaka say a dose of more medicine and almost sign at the amount. Why are you complaining?
Dose, baby.
I mean, Honorable John Janapo, for example, stood on the floor of Parliament. I said, a buying society in 2017. Ononso ni fie sa ne manke to a egufie mu national security for bowura ho ne in the course ya ba be a phenomenon in the Fourth Republic.
But ene amachi enya de pa. Say you ni ko ye ni mu obi se na me tun otimase. Yeah, o mamu no ena de bia na me fe e wo Ghana ho se ena ma de bia ka se Ghana die wiase nyina ehu ye so aban be ko ewie ya smooth transition into kobiansi ibitimi akasakasa te se ne temperature no was bia ma ene ya ze ya into kobiansi na into kobiansi na eni moja biansi se ya ne ma ye building nation nti na wiase nyina eni eji ye hono. It would be so signing mom you doing ya near ma or say custom.
Okay.
Okay, you as who will be a respect of Mr. Etitania or Catechia anyway say wolf of Ofaso.
Oh, Davina said no sane person would support it, and they say
exactly.
Obian who bit my for.
That is why I me President Mahama, the NPP, you had an overwhelming endorsement. I am not sure Ghanaians will endorse this. It is the kind of support that Ghana for the Mawa obey. Chani mo we a good gun in the a good gun in the
As a political party, mo demands then with what's happening.
Oh, we are going to have an emergency meeting on this, but immediately say I'm can so be under also. If I told be amon who by ye, Quadia mo yes medical can I'm more describe it to me the Muajim. So the fear how much to know be bow. Be anan who so be a again, NPP, we are ready to cooperate fully with any investigation, but not this kind of Rambo-Style, intimidation, approach we that we supported that.
Mate, nana, my nasi, bibiania, yebesi ababi din komobio. Why?
Obi, Yamisha.
Me da sepa Henry Nana Boache Esquire, national organizer, Edema NPP. Yegusu din komona Dr. Bernard Okoboy, ebe kanyen ho ewo studio. Haye share nim se nana ya chempem jantwan so eba be kanyen ho. Doc eba hache pa. Doc akwa ba na etesen.
Obi. In fact, we are too much. Yes. Now me kind some trade bureau social media.
Okay.
And I can say you can have 100 problems. But once you get a health problem, you forget about all the 100.
Yeah.
And now you have only one problem.
Yeah.
Health is so important. Say sorry now nipa amondia. E was say umfase na manyankopon. Na Bible man it say you will be a friend of grace. Ayadom. You say undeserved, unearned favor.
Favor, sure.
You see, unearned, you say enye we jumana ama unsaka.
Yes.
Enti ewie se unse mishe coat na nyamedo maye kama. Gene ye grace enye government. Enye mahama ban na ama metra hosano. Ayadom inkuti Intimidation manyankopon. Na Bible say Job ni yiri ka che ni say papa we awa ma oni ama say unnumi no mpe bi ntra eno ka che ni say madam papa na o ma ni ama ye kama no o so mu no say wa ma ni ama ye say obetu na ku say nyankopon na o ma ye to me 80 years.
Yes.
Na ye bi mu nyame adom ye nanti places ye nanti da party fuzo just mubi musebio muso musaka bibia na enye tumi aka musaka da no sa nyame na na odi ya ba bia ye wono enti ewu hia se ye be kese no ewu hia se ye be di ya eno an se there are 3 stages of recovery or 3 stages you have to go through compulsorily to move from opposition into power again. And the first one is acceptance. They are all A.
Okay.
You have to accept that once you lose, some things might have gone wrong.
Yes.
And you don't rush to say them. But when you have and your reflection and meticulous, you have to be scientific. Intimidation Kupansi say your party in Penifania Omo Nyansa Ama Oma to Professor Michael Kwe committee. Intimin Tranka say me free say ni say they would drink their brother friend intrinsic bias. Bibi why mo wan hwa na wadwa koye some way. Subjective comments. Acceptance is to be calm and know that some things might have gone wrong. Look for them. NDC did the same. They set up the Botwe committee.
Yes.
The next one is based on Nyama Obehuno. Start to adapt.
You adapt. After acceptance, you adapt.
You adapt. You have to start to work on those things that went wrong so that you do it in a way that favor with the people.
Yes.
And new adaptation. You can't be the same way that cost you victory, defeat, and come and win.
Yeah.
You must change. You must evolve. Adaptation. And the last one is affirmation.
Affirmation.
You must encourage everybody. You must show love. You see, in opposition, when people are in difficult situation, you don't come pointing fingers at them again. And away you say, way forward. You don't need it at all. You need affirmative leadership. An affirmative leader only focuses on your strengths. About your obi. Sawadinaya, onya bute, obi cancer maushushemono, koso. And in Jeza, you don't have weaknesses. But leader or resorted to affirmation, or share that you share with strengths. The more all kind of your strengths, while be ferry our weaknesses in form. Until share Dominic, I say, oh Dominic, say now you look out for your brothers and it's a good thing, continue. And then just say, Dominic, Sebi, everything is well. So affirmation is important. Let's encourage everybody from the grassroots all the way to the flag, those who want to be flag bearer. And then we will get there. And there are 3 F's you avoid.
Okay.
There are 3 A's you have to adopt, which is acceptance, adaptation, and then affirmation.
And affirmation.
The first F you have to avoid is finger pointing.
Okay.
And I lose a parliamentary candidate way, and a national organizer way, and an ABA way. And you further go down. Because opposition, or if you don't get what you want, it means you're already down.
Yeah.
Anything that sinks you further, avoid it.
Yeah.
Finger pointing, and for power mobia, or should I do a in this or Mukata Sakras or Mulusu election? Bobiedi, Jamie, I unse Nantia Vim Wawa Kamai, or no one and all Lydia Munasemba. But they avoided finger pointing.
Yes.
Second one, factionalism. Obi. Uko NDC muna odi mpeni fono kasa active crofono o metro se o guzitano no ha we no ha say sadi no ni nyina yira and in just exist you but you downplay it you don't enya dia oh nan say mi do bi mboko say oh doctor yenya hint say o see lejokuku politics nyame adomu ko wenim unye politics lejokuku bi u be say on be involved in regional politics.
Yes.
But problem back why I say ebi mu buefu adan you see Kennedy na dey over. Now obi a opposition. Say be one kasa who form o hia nyame adom na wa basro no. O point you obi say because what he say ebi obi na sponsor into mpekura so we unanim. Hey. Anything that hypes factionalism we wa ha idea e be sinki yes ye feather. Yen man conform unya e support obi a se nye bonsam na nipa o party no mo a nya bote ma no sebi obi so beti maka say oh doctor me kan wa ha. I was one of the first people who said on TV live TV say one of the biggest assets are Ghana yewo going into the next 20-30 years doctor.
Yeah, I remember.
Yes,
even you said it's even here
exactly. Enti sebi me wiase me buy obia ebia nyamedi na dru me papa endru hon me fa in the agro because the other me buy wiase ankasa no wanye flag bearer and a Kennedy business or why no nimu half enti bibia obia chivi ebia me free no yanye bi no me hu wa me de obo ma because me mpa e say da chi nyame be ma me so
wedru
maye nipa oye kese. So we should downplay factionalism. Let's put country first. If you're a politician, put your country first. Put your political party second before the mentors or the people you follow in the party. Put the country first. Then put your party second. Before third, put those who you look up to in the party. Because without a party, those that you look up to would not exist. Enti mesre and no na ebe boy. And the last one fault finding. Obi. And then nyanya dom. Miss Omo mo ben ebi ayenum ti o jubilee no. Me de omo me so e kra na obi kita tumi e woni ni yegirigiri. Na na ya bra betra me chen. Wonti na me choose Thursdays no. Me pe obi o ha dream bia. Me po obi e mu ye di obesa krokro me. O studio no. Obi. Na opposition ade esrumbu e ya wadam for ono power. Our power. Obi. Esa niam many. Asun ko for show na we din. You know. Wow. No, you're welcome.
Thank you, my dear.
And the third one, fault finding.
Fault finding, yes.
What's that? Me have affirmative leadership. Obi, I be my sinkia already. Can I say that? If I say, oh, Nanti Kwama won't say, have you say, who drew out your driver? Now, Suban, we are tree breaking 10 minutes, and I'm a kayak. They're okay. Every my car, we are go back to the road. You are only coming to worsen situation now. Wabi. And the message party for Fourth, and now we have to work on the ninja PA from the documentation now Professor Maboko Moyeno. Now a buy a benya bute na ya ye hu dro kakakra enye debia na ye be wo opposition. Na no na me di my sister. Na ya wa no. Na me wa ben I poncho kra metimi ni kokbe o be hwese na me office ti. Say you want show no be so say doctor wo be hwese na ben muti. Na sana na ano na me wa be mo mini hono things can change. Yeah. But to make the period between opposition and coming back to power shorter, no, you have to adopt the acceptance, adaptation, and affirmation, and you should avoid pointing figures. Everybody has a strength. You can't be a Baumia, his calmness, no. He said, maybe he needs a strength, no. I feel I'm in Bibi. Who say be on the surface say funny now I din here she me need strength. I feel I'm here. Same with Kennedy. I dey be chicken out. Be so slow no. O say way to cry metina. David was like that. In Crawford moon slow you know. Yet me the omo ye. They also have things that you can do. So look at the strengths that the leaders have and let the ground speak. Obi. Me see ground speaker say 100 when people move. Now Crawford 80 and I say Kennedy never leader. Who stop his side now? You get more problems in the future. Sure. If you're 100, young people, now 80% Dr. Baumia and your leader. Now, sorry, say fight here no. It will cause more problems for the whole. Yeah. So our attitude, especially Sebio Yadi Penny Kakra or party no, I offer our attitude should be that let the ground speak. So if you have any energy and resources, go and work on the ground so that they will be inclined towards coming for your person than to try to be at the top and decide for the ground what will happen. Now, no, Michelle, my sister, now Toshi, or can be powerful. See, doctor, Obi catcher me say, who person found on share regional politics. The he has a say, he say, let's excite our base. Now people are demoralized down there. As we work in opposition, it will evolve those who are better positioned to help. Instead of someone saying, I want this, in opposition, it is in power that you say, me pay way. In opposition, you work such that your work would show that if they put you here,
wow. And Dr. Bernard Okobo, it's a very kind of Yehunu studio ha Achekakra. Banyame Adom, and never shall say every Thursday, Nyame Adomoa. Mubehuno ewo studio ha na ya jantwa abe cancer mema na nanso akwa aba na afei ahwe akonsem nim na akwa aba tesen
yeja number cho doctor or former minister for health
former minister for health and former CEO NHI
but health and minister for health
no former doctor former minister
former no you depressed
you depressed where depressed what you did that you depressed
yes na Jubilee House boko
pa bibia e kama bibia e kama o si ebu man yi
I say mama National Security for run a riot.
Why now, National Security?
Now I won't say the echo.
Dear Echo.
Oh, in the end, call Bank of Ghana fee quite disconnected.
We and TB
Governor Nifi.
Only disconnected. Only disconnected.
CCTV camera in our disconnect.
Oh, so I see evidence. Oh,
Honorable Afenyo Markin, a call or a press conference or the 72.
Minium Pacho, meeting Chairman Marshall for near
T4.
National Security, it is a CIA, it is a MI5, it is a KGB. Omuyo mejuma, yemo munyo mejuma. Yes.
And found one quite more fast.
Omuna womu mode, omudi ye juma. Ntino, omuyo mejuma. I think that we should allow them to do their work. Your questions, I think, say maybe you have to demystify them and you also bring them into the studio to tell us how they work. I say because you be back as a payback time, but any payback time. Say BSC da, let's say BC na, maybe it's no more majuma. Because me makum, Francis Jatakum, Honorable your friend is saying, Energy Minister kum, Kwabna Donkwa kum. Chashishi kata akom. Omo nyina obi a His Excellency Mahama akom Kofo akom obi akom bi.
National Security.
Of course obi akobi bi na yakoho. Ya lock it up. Obi ako. Most people akom. So they say we need experience a we need. Penyimu bi ka chem say we politics now ra ho ne lock wa a great
you have arrived.
Yes, a great mark against your name. Inti no ni edim kotum musa ni nipa kro ka chem. Say masan your ba ne de ne chese menya mark menya stars. Inti no whatever it is no yen hwehwem. Asemba amamu me emfa yen hwehwem ni hu what actually happened. Na nke be me de senka betimi afre omo bia ba ha na wa mpo betu anamo akom.
National Security for.
Na betu anamo. Ha na me omo exercise yen tiase. Sometimes we ambo bibi ko so kra mpa wonnim de ekọ. Inti ni esese wo ye din nti na me say omo betata me. I never spoke because na me nima de omo ye. It is only when I noticed to say enye what etian sama me kasa.
Oh kasa.
Se mo be hu a nipa bebre mpo ni what happened because I didn't come out talking because I thought to say a national security for ejuma e be ready me fie soldier for ne guns ni ade. Most people did not even make noise. Friends say honorable Kwabena Donko yiku ni fie wa me kasa pi nipa bebre they went through it. Inti me feel is national security we ejuma omoye. They are also an arm of government. So we name tip of awenya. We name asema wati. I don't think they just get up and go. Whatever it is. They believe it's a team almost to me at two majuma.
Statement being put by this time and
the reason why
there was a utie enrai okatechia mankwe journalist on also see okoye all the Rambo-Style arrest near the almost say or matter so because the national security phobia involved in Galamsey in the Omrana or evidence.
So no say BBC evidence. A good say be national security involved in Galamsey na wunima. But catch and yes we deal with our people. I mean
an invite will do. To go and cross his car what treasure say we no makoche.
Nasa Captain Smart so went through same. Nipa bebre go through same. So I'm saying say whatever it is, it depends on the higher letter I the toso.
Yes.
So yeah, na ebinuful say omo person mo hune na. Enye hune huna. Okọ wa omo no kasa te say de me no kasa ya.
Sir.
Yeah.
Normal, sir.
Normal they have conversations. I mean, near me ko maybe who here say BP, but they are human beings as we are. Me I made friends there.
Sir.
Yeah. Today they are very close. I mean, I make friends. I mean, what I say, they are human beings. I mean, but they are also almost systems. They do betum, they found tum, they lock up, they strip naked, whatever it is their system. That's how me I have taken it and see. You take it and see at the end it's saying, the corner saying. What am I saying? Yes. And even be careful how we also lead our own lives. Me, I was held before the National Security Coordinator. I was taken to CID. I was taken to Yoko. I was taken everywhere. But it's an experience for me that I always tell people, say, maybe that time I made that about too much. But now...
You say Amama is street.
Amama is street. I mean, I was street, but not street too much because now daddy didn't suka crowd. But... The only thing I am is that my father was alive and he couldn't. He couldn't stand it. But I mean, I think when these
NPP for say members to be ready to defend themselves because Bank of Ghana governor former Ahomachebe falls a train on Mukuni fee.
I mean, when they speak like this, it's very annoying. Because when they did it to other people, why didn't they talk that in Nisia Ghana and Nibiasa? Are they more human than the others who they did it? You can see a equalization. And I make us the systems of the national security, the BNI, whatever. One more the so many one day near release you. John Mahama is His Excellency Mahama is magnanimous. He will be a nante for 3 years or reported 3 times a day and cash in
Asempa FM.
So they shouldn't even go there. See. You see, remember I'm also a real phones are not assured. Yes. And then
I'm to 4 ball.
I'm catch your whole real phones are not assured there. Dan me be kan o ha say me yare na omo tie ese ene ye me ase doctor ye me de na me doctor e fe no Dr. Dufo o ka che me na o cheche me mu ade o si me nya septic shock. Yes, sisia na me Dr. Dufo kasa. O si me white blood cells were so high because organisms have entered my blood. Hey. Yes, many Dr. Dufo ene snit.
And the amount of organs in a giant, you might have septic shock.
Yes, was a septic shock. Doctor Tia, we de nye me boa on kan je bibi ni we. Ni amane aboawura ho. Woni mi intelligence awanya. Ni amane aboawura ho. Woni mi intelligence awanya. Woni mi intelligence awanya. It I feel say emra so say omo yo is a wing of government and they don't tell you what omunim. Yeah. And they are also human beings. Na make a sure no call me no kasa fine. Bibi anzo call you bisa and sometimes at a certain point I got used to everything and I was calm. I was very calm, you know. And instead we make, let's see what it is. Because besides, obi anywhere yakofa na we ebinum wo prison. Ebinum. Wo prison and ye pese ye hwe wo mo ma wo mo hoto wo mo. Anajo na ankasa chashishikata maka wo hada. Dr. Frimpong Boatin cho letter. Says he didn't call back, he will not survive. Na me wo ho no cho letter. E wo kolebu cardio. That night na yes had no call back. Na ne asthma gina so din. Many Professor Frimpong Boatin a chairman of PRC at the time. Many ni nya na ko share. Right. Yes. Ko e kwa no ma lock no to the door bed. Handcuffs. And a prof catching so munyi catch a prison officer and so unyi no ndwane nko baby. What haven't they done to us? But ye nyina ye nipa ba ko 4 legs do 2 legs bad. A friend say papa ya wakoda Mayo Clinic. You see cow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ofori-Atta.
Or he I don't know one kokolibu. O si obebe na ni chine ya.
We special prosecutor say 2nd June.
Ono na ahye ne 2nd June so wa man ne 2nd June.
Yes, on.
Ntidi o my date bia he ya na e be kan date no. Wa man wa tro bibi kura brɛ Ghana for say bibi say ntime ma. Won wie so o san atwemanso. Maka no mo sister station. Won wo bi o yare o twemanso. Won wo bi o yare a o twemanso. Bibiza ohu yarefo a ne ni abre ene me be mi nua be maka bibi wo sese osori anopa na wo to utimi home itimi hye coat nante ba na chese Nyankopon aye wadom se wo da ho na wo yare a o se bibie ni ho a ehia but obi a wo yare a wo da mayo utimi atwemanso
o send you instruct your lawyer
wo de be na instruct wadwen no se wo yare a wadwen e wo so se de ho beto Wonya wadwen so utimi instruct our lawyers. We e dey benti na nkrofo ebi ohomu without a will. Because emra wo yare no nya will na dwen mpo ni so se esese okohu lawyer no ye will man. Because you are fighting for your life. So we yare to the extent to see ese bra na untimi ma. It means what situation ye da. But oda mayo. Wan kokolebu. Tinka ye kolebu ye na ye ne se mayo. Senke ho na wo. Kebetimi no abedi nkomo ho but we to kwa amanone etua hospital bills amanone hospital bills in dollars tiene ye de enhemfa ne yenko enhemfa we so awo twemanso we so awo twemanso hu yare for twemanso da me pese me bisa se yare for twemanso enye enu ne hia wo yare a manso twe eni umoje because o bompa ye kra se Nyankopon betimi ama ho atọ
ye tietia ne fa ahodie so
ne fa ahodie o hen ye tia ne fa ahodie so
na rates no mafa wakan kan
mesi o tie odi national security ni OSP court
yeah
e de fa ahodie ne ye de ni fa ahodie ono kwa na o human rights ohun because o ye ka chire ofori panyi fie yeso so ye ka chire because Ghana ye omodia because oma fagana aboso omunkwa na ye nka achi omunkwa na ye ka achi ayemfa ye sankan ka achi a wutimu ye ode nti wo ya ade ayenka time na wo krom ha say ya de nkrofo ekoba ready nkrofo fie no oni ha I don't know one protest say for human rights because at that time no public office not just a public or public officer wo hwe Ghana for so nti bibi ha Ghana ni bia ye sika kra na wo hwe so ye taxes and ye demand ye so krama ye moja aye bire ni di ye adwuma na ya ba betua eto de ama wo ne aban ye gold ye bauxite ye minerals ehun sika eba ntutusuo du num ba wo nchen eno ene sese wo hwe so maye nsusu mmira aye tankrofo ani mmira ye tan Ghana fo ani wa mmie wano anka ba akose se de ekoso na enye nti se ba wo dia yenkani wachi a wo si agree ye de toto bento edidi wachi pinpon ye wo de sese ye ka ho bibi na ye obi foforo dia da bi DDP nkrofo a wo mu wuye nkrofo mu luzu o mu sika o mu luzu o mu bi eno enye human rights banks a eguye obi wo ho a okokotua odni sika koto bondum na ni sika so wo bank bi olusu ni mienu nyina eno enye human rights.
And so if you feel say your human rights have been trampled upon, you go to
why the back be amount because you see lawyer na ye free say me ba be fa de be che me
oh na say what do you mean to me
but ye free ana nti sa me sika ahye de na mdi kotu ya lawyer ka de medie kura den de betua me medical bills kura mpo edin de me de beto draw for me old age area diabetes de me de be call dialysis de me de be hwe me ho kura eni ho me coupons na me de hwe me ho ene coupons na ma eden makofa lawyer enu ne efe ni human rights enya de odamayo clinic air condition born na good weather born 11 degrees Celsius I want na heat a doctors hwe no equipment pa had the doctors papa wo hot so boy but equipment papa into osimayo ni bi ma ye na yeso ye call ya nka enye and no mo ba be kan human rights. Do they know the meaning of human rights?
Nana ya jantoa ene ye tene nka na Ekosiisen so ni e wa Asempa FM we say Obi. My name is Mr. Asante from Teshi Technical Institute. Also tell Honorable Okoboy that we are strongly behind him and will support him and still campaign for him anytime, anywhere. Tell him what he did for Teshi Technical Institute can never be forgotten. We would forever be grateful to him. 2028 would go full volume to campaign for him to win. He's a kind and a strong man. Mr. Kofi Asante. Ewo Teshi Dr. Okoboy Teshi Technical Institute Okoye bibi wo
oh no omu lucky desk so
furniture or metal so oh okay okay they seem very very happy with that intervention and they are grateful. We say Obi the energy the NIB and the National Security are using to arrest Okatechi Afrifa and raiding the residence of the former BOG governor should be channeled into fighting Galamsey. There are a lot of misplaced priorities in Ghana, and this is one of them. Obi, and surprisingly, we have the Deputy Attorney General Justice Remsai and Deputy Government Communications Director Shamima Muslim defending these actions of Mr. Jakpa and his team. This is how politics and power can turn people who hitherto had high integrity. Okay, if it was bad yesterday, it is equally bad today. Godi edia onodia brain. And no. Let me see. Where's the Obi? Good evening. Now the tables have turned. So Henry Nanabuache is talking against national security. Is he not the same person who was praising them for arresting people for criticizing the NPP government some few months ago? Tell him he has seen nothing else. He's not seen anything yet because we are resetting Ghana. Sir Prince, Ewo, Ayen Suano, and on the way are praying. Obi, you are too much in your own voice. Thank you for bringing Lejokuku Messiah to your show today. Greetings to my boss, Dr. Bernardo Koboy. Nanam Ponsa Bediakon Edie. Obi, I like the bluntness of in Nanaya's submission. It is a clear reminder to the NPP faithful. You are better off being a gateman or a lavatory cleaner in a party in power than chairman in a party in opposition. A Freddy Atefua and Odiwe Abba. Mamemra dog wanafe mintieno kakra, but you recall, sir, and the NPP General Secretary issued statement. In that statement, he called for a ceasefire on all party functionaries from discussing fallout of the elections. Ostensibly, I think they are from interviewer. Your friend is saying Sarah Adwasafo mainly Ekosiisen, and subsequent interviews, I'm told, on other radio stations. And then the name some General Secretary statement in Eba ene. But some few minutes ago, another statement again from the General Secretary of the NPP. It's dated 20th March 2025. Formal notice of disciplinary action against Honorable Sarah Adwasafo. Following the directives issued to all members of the NPP to cease discussions on matters that create disaffection within the party in the media, Honorable Sarah Adwasafo's comment in the media, particularly on the Pulse show of Joy News, are clear contravention of the directive issued to all NPP members. And Omar reference her statement. And remember, sir, that statement was issued this morning. And at 3 p.m., Sarah Adwasafo was on the Pulse on Joy News. As she is aware, the directive explicitly states that all party members must cease discussing party issues that create unrest, negativism, and disaffection in the media and other related platforms. Her actions are not only in disregard of this directive, but also undermines the party's efforts to rebuild and move forward. As a former member of parliament, former deputy majority leader, and former minister of state under the SWAL NPP government, she was expected to set a good example and adhere to the principles of discipline, loyalty, and unity that have always defined our great party. Her failure to do so not only reflects poorly on her, but also in contravention of Article 3.5 of the party's constitution, which amongst others enjoins us to promote and defend the good name of the party. In breach of the above provision of the party's constitution and the directives issued earlier, Honorable Sarah Adwasafo is hereby referred to the National Disciplinary Committee of the party for further action. Yours sincerely, signed, Justin Kodua Frimpong, General Secretary. In any statement about the second today, first one about the pay, calling on all party members to cease fire. And that was in the morning. And said Honorable Sarah Adwasafo was on the Pulse on Joy News. And on so my part in the statement we about referring her to the disciplinary committee. Doc, my minty was drink on the first issue and this other issue also.
In Piebon say resolve some of these issues expeditiously.
Yes.
Normally no oppositioner into too much it doesn't help.
Yes.
And I must say yen nyina nso no yen hwe kwan yebe hwe ye ho so kakra. It's important. The whole the party as a whole no a very very what's the word party the bansa na yen.
Yes.
Nti yen nyina yen hwe kwan yebe fa so a party no be looking attractive. Sometimes even more attractive than ourselves. Because party no attractive I count. So Mr. Adwoa is my sister. Team Empire Bonnie and Penny for party they can talk to Adwoa behind the scenes, talk to Kodua behind the scenes. Now some of these things enquire too much process and procedure Oh, I say, well, appear before a panel. No, you know, there are processes. I will go through Abano. Now I'm sure, Obukra, you know, you are not in a good shape. You know, so Mepacho, let's find nice ways to resolve these things. You know, political power, it can be abused. Anytime you see the word abuse, it tells you that abuse, use woman. You say people forget. But before they use. It means that anything that can be abused can also be used for a good cause. So, President Mama Bai, a lot of the commentary about his behavior or conduct in the past few months has been quite positive. First, now, independence. Obia Nkorano, Obia Bai in the CC Kanema. Also, me person in service car. Na yenhwe kwa yabe bo ama nti me koye o Jubilee House kakra. Obi say oye ni kase ti say na ye independence obia mbeche no sure say worst case is a draw but he has departed from the past, so it was commendable. There are other things so our departing from say eba minister sir me appointing 100 me dem never form na me service car or appointing 100 aka ebe chiro anka wan hwe kra ye be ka say we say enye hwe ba o say onye titi de no dentina leader is departing for the past. He's departing for the past because over time, you know, say Ghana ni ayesi onunti na ye politics be say mbo ano no. Ni engineer ma be hu. Ana ope isisemu ana nyesa. Ti be share ye onema bi asi na ano e bi under President Kufo. O the President Kufo bo come na we cite some specific events. And as I will tell you, as for this, it's not an action I'm happy about. I wish it were not part of my record. The same with even Rawlings. The same with President Kufuor.
Yes.
Now, luckily, Onu Nyamia Dom no wabe president. So, some of the things I see will be so abaka se obenyanka ensi no. Onu onya break a cry assessment. Inti ebeye say on gather more positives in his basket. The few negative ones that try to wipe away his positives, he must be interested in dealing with it as well. Is a national security and ye bibia na ye katre nanso basics bi wo ho a wo ya optics ni nye good in mawo wonim so mo ye survey on press freedom nyama no enye details no mo kwhwe no mo ye o mo hwe at the surface into mo say journalist bi upon school oko no obi cross no enye Ghana police crowd wonim say we mi aban hia o wonim say private security and armed robbery what you turn on say from national security. The trauma. First of all, you thought you were being robbed. The party said, I'm a official of the state. Already, your stress hormones are up. U state need a difference, they say. And no cry traumatic. Now, see, Tinakamu. At that time, you know, freedom of movement. Ebi adibi okoye ni nyina ere ashi. You know. Now, sebi. Uye NPP ni na ye we ya. Like sena me ehami ebe hami. Uye ndisi ni a se unyo bia usro I don't know how to put it, but unyobia ebi a forget about the past. Now the compassion one share now I can say oh yemfanya no one so in the past. But eno emfa the progress ember. So mesre me say me wana da ko me nwa bia ya me projects kaka ko hwe so me say doctor me project bia me since me parliament about 8 to 9 years ago me we dying 2-story bia me see obi me the boy bia show say I won show akram o see in Kofa with AK-47 then when so on money sugar medibua widows motorbikes are medibua anything I used to support the vulnerable share STS security dogs the 20 hammers abubu free here an assemblyman or teshi this assemblyman wafa police for asebi person munya favor with the current government say we are street lights
boy
Obi, mobile in this town. Enemy frame me kano.
Yes.
Or you're armed, rightfully. Mikita license. Or you're armed, both side arm and how do you call it? Pump action. Me man, street is trashy. Don't do anything, just watch and observe. Your friend police. Me, I thought it was even this your friend Sam Crawford saying this Langas.
Yeah.
So my friend Penny be say, oh, Master Langas, he so much stop. Police for no. NDC Assemblyman, Cabo Saint. I've written a statement to Greater Accra Command. Okay. So their name is there.
Okay.
One Cabo Saint, anyone Walamanche. They took on the police, fought them. Lucky is a gal anti Langard no more thing like Omo and Bema. So they really discipline them. And Omo for about 10 guys, Ekoma is Legon police. And a party penny be free and I Obi, me now the confess doctor. Now on court. Oh yes, me shady. Didn't me shady ni say. Nyame de wo fa ne ma be mu a. On say time and power is transient. Me show mu din. Obeti ma ba Accra police command na me tina ho queue mu. Train abisa police penny say mpacho den e koso. Hey, mob boy in this town. I cry for this country. If you understand and appreciate how Mama became president, if you have energy, you will not be chasing people. That's not to say Omo said your might be wrong. Evidence or no jai. But the youth of this country, people want opportunities. People want to work in a factory. People want to get some scholarship and do some masters. The things that will change families. There's an opportunity cost to these things. Negative energy. Obi. Jakpa Timi, if they enter the port, it is possible there are people who are making us bleed. Those go and plug the holes. Adisi, have you met him before?
No.
Oh, my politics in Serbia. Mikoye Cosby, what's the name? Labor expert. Game,
Austin Game.
I have some executive masters in conflict resolution. Yeah, share banking reforms in the 60s and 70s. 70s or so. The consultant they went for, the report. Adisi in the room. I was shocked. In the 70s, banking reforms. Any other banks, there are issues. They will tell you. You know, banks are cut through recapitalization, now strengthening it. He was part. Oh, you'll be away Juma chair, Obi. You will be Atai. Who suspecting is why I didn't know Resina. Yemfa Bible, any Sebi community police and coho.
Yes.
There are places when the national security goes armed. Obi. Notorious armed robber. You go check it say. On no committee recent crime beer. Yes, suspect is a weapon. In fact, the last time I saw police in to a shaman, there was a policeman was shot whilst riding motor. And Greater Accra police almost got straight to the suspect. There was a gunfight from Mukunu. You see, the fear is more than armory. The armory is to change Greater Accra police armory. Into Mukunu, they went. Alenji was in the city. They went well prepared, and they took him out. When you are going to such a person, we understand. But Obi, a banker of 40 or 50 years experience. Auntie, some weird Konawati, Roman Ridge or whatever. There are nice ways to do it. If I call daytime crana or you're awake, no, so you are this is a warrant. Please want to search your house. Sebi, any time. Me can say FL, but any time. But Obi, when they wake you up, if you are in your sleep and they wake you up, all your stress hormones fire up. If they measure all, so now Mrs. Can say going to septic shock. No, even that process can also make you go into a shock. In fact, if Addison had an underlying heart disease, it could have triggered a crisis. He could have died. Just the experience, Mepacho. Usher President Mama, his appearance, he doesn't look like the things happen. That's what I tell people. This is when I made a comment on Metro TV. The fear sometimes of giving power to a group is that a few people who don't do their things well can try to assume powers they don't have. Obi, what you also do as a leader is not only to be interested in good things. Those who start bad things, talk to them. Nib it in the bad early. Obi, look, President Mama's good works can help him. Other people's bad works can undo him. I don't know this Chakmak guy very well, but as a physician, me sure be behavior, me say way or problem. Look at the thing the guy did with Ofori-Atta fee.
Yeah.
Why did minority leader come to beg? Minority leader on Sebi Obikeke. Before we patch, majority leader.
Majority leader.
Yes. Wakoye ishushe kakra ama wa won say enya ade ayetimi defendi. Pachoti o officer ayika beba say o mi pacho onko. Obeko. E ma pedi be ka chen say o ye ba ebia wa nye ni yenti. Hwe pacho na enko enim. But we are the bakwa, we nipa. Miti say apacho so maybe it's one of those few excesses of power. But the second one, when you see two dots and you connect, you are now about to get a trend. Obi, if you're in a country, maybe politically exposed, now me free her, me name so be crossing me. One shot, me stress hormones, say crime na ma freedom. All the ones me free no, my dream no, I feel under siege. Ti me pa President Macho. I say obi a want to post. Uhwe ni ya ebia maybe Japan can serve well at other places. Maybe. But ebi ordinary question no, say no approach na no.
Director of Operations National Security.
Obi anu yedi.
Anu sheka.
Say yetimi can say yetimi show obi suma na can say we based on say na ote no. Or obi na kuma here.
Yeah, or temperamental.
Exactly. Inti yetimi can say there man no be say hey, we onye ni baboni na so ade we dey be function nsem. Mesre obi mesre. Na say na be kind no. Oh start yi camera ni na ma. So oniama the din adena adia
or disconnected CCTV cameras.
Me pacho. Now same side power can make you start to forget a few principles. When Mama is no more, what will make him keep his head up? The principles he kept, which will still be nice principles outside power. Say no, be kita warrant in amano. Warrant, I don't show warrant because I call anaju 3 law no dey wa pass you say na woman warrant. But law no can say judge no can say how kono akọ 5. And let's do things in a way. I get some people me won mu be me say omo free say odo bia ye wo ma President Mama sonko pe ena. Yeah, you might get a few who love him. Yeah. But you no pentina Mama e win ye obi. Obi wo wa ono Mama asem krafa no but na de e koso no o pese na bra bon ye de enko ni nim. Sa person no de be man ni agi enye say odi tuo chasing crofo. Or per se the cost of electricity no she so betimi aboa na. Or per se job opportunity be call your mama no she so betimi be afa ho. I mean these are the things. Now crime is obi o ye lawyer. Okobo o be frame me national security for 20 hours no obisa my no ma. Betimi ahwe what say TV amen kasa. Yeah. And more often than not, oh yes, officer of the state, your real task is in using your own means to find the information exactly. So from the word go no, Sardina, I said yeah, China na no. Those who did that thing to my sister in the past, some wanted to show where power lies. Where is the power today? Obi, power yakita. It is an anu. Obi power kwa. Or China also the beti my so mesre. Any healthy trend. Now, meaning say sometimes when you will be na penny a sanction. That one your governance. Yeah. So, mesre those who know President Mama who are close to him, they should mention to me say a few people should be reigned in. Na yemfa won kasa. Na niama nye tidy kakra.
Yeah. Ekosiisen so higher Sempa FM. That's the voice of Dr. Bernard Okoboy. Me dane me ho te obesima mienu aba. Me ba Mami Efia Koto says, Obi, kindly tell Dr. Okoboy to come clear on his contest and also his position going into the presidential primaries. So, the next contest that we name a contest being or clear na fe who said the neoma AC Echo. We say Obi. My name is George Michael from Agomenya. Doc is speaking my mind. I'm sad. Okay, inti nana ya say how President Mahama suit in own fan is so the open tooth for tooth, eye for an eye.
Any Bible more.
Not only John Mahama.
The person says any Bible more na.
What they want to say boot for boot.
Let me say o Bible man. Me nya no put na make about some more can any Bible mu. Chiro kon kon.
O say physically zero. So no pretty on say boot for boot.
That about we first street. So Ekosiisen the way Sempa FM. And from me entie we sima mienu emra ye ba Dr. Okoboy wa hana na ya jantoa e wa haye din komo stay with.
Obi ne ba do biba obibo biba ode Sempa na bo. Ekosiisen nie bonsoa wo mene Sempa de brane mamba obi som
Masomo asempa 94.7 FM Ekosiisen dwumedie no wasoguso a wotie no ma yena munyina asene yensan mama kwa babio ye kase ya de anana ya chempem jantoa presidential staffer office of the president owaha sanso na Dr. Bernard Okoboy, former health minister of the Republic of Ghana and also a former CEO of the National Health Insurance Authority, former board chairman Kolebu Teaching Hospital and a former deputy minister of health, and also former MP Lejokuku constituency. Wabekansa ewo studio ha yene won AD enkomo. Fontina 74 yabon de ro e de akyeremo me pacho se unyanto bi a maunsa enkebi o pedre ma general well-being ugina wonan so kama high blood pressure ulcer ena how o liver ho atochema o kidney ho atochema o pedre be boa ama all these organs na se gina wonan so a Fontina 74 diagnostic herbal na de aba FDA agiatum kama omo number 0246 073498 na one akasa Royal Kingdom Estate nso eba oba mo amope asase amanso eni ho one won enkasa. They specialize in land acquisition, construction. No asase opesi esi dan wo so ma o mbesi ama o mo anso wa dan ni bi o mosi a omo eton why wadwen say obesi dan opesi ye wo designs ema metre architectural drawings on be ama property management or property bi opesi omo manage ma won so a on be san aye ama omo nsase omo ton or prime areas in Kraiha and Ebri ebo ne sha se 90,000 Ghana cedis okwa Accra airport area obi asase da esewani ensa wo kachre Ebri nso landscape ni brutal, very beautiful scenery. Okoha yebemo asase ni bi nso ho na watimi ato. Yesan of flexible payment plans. Yema utries kanan kakra adan yesi aye ton bo ne fofofo. Yewo premium furnished apartment and here for short rentals. Ewo East Airport. Beautiful apartment. Ye office there. Your cantonment opposite Soul Clinic International School. Freying. Ewo 0557 555 909 0557 555 909. Royal Kingdom Estate, building communities, nurturing dreams. Ade Ghana for agio matumie pa. Provident Insurance and so ede motor insurance promotion aba March bosumie womi awie na promotion we no eba awie indi say when take advantage na unya kwan no ebio omo say o motor insurance na ewu no brabe renew so when your car foforo na unya insurance nso abra na beye wo ho na unya beye insurance wana so be renew insurance ye ma some very exciting rewards, fuel coupons ye de chekwa, exclusive Provident souvenirs ni nyina ye de eche. So opese we renew insurance, opese we brand new insurance. Na wuntimi nante ma yen officer obaya wo ho a obetimi aboa wo. Obaya no ne number eni 0242 426 396 0242 426 396 which must send in a WhatsApp CCR say opese renew insurance obeyama opese we insurance for frokra and also obeyama. Provident and Kasani 15 branches across the country. We've been your reliable partner for the past 43 years, keeping you covered every mile of the way. And you take advantage of this special offer on your buyer and chat. You can also visit any of our branches, speak to our agents, our brokers. T's and C supply with Provident. Man, you're covered. And Ghana for Adiomatum. Pa. Obapa product nenso mo amuntu obi dano maunsa into me enkebi. Your Africa Queen mackerel, Obapa sardine, and Obapa tomato paste. Ninyina no very original tomato paste, pure red. Udi ye duania eseweni. Ono won kasamo amopedudu etu no 0302 668357 Obapa product dear you can't know what so wara obe check maybe an ear de papa any can you hon seminal so a very reliable source of power fear yes ECG power eboa but se wunya solar powered system and so fear and also wow papa. The other nipa be now can say hey solar there yes any boy dion and identity Italian Solar Technology and Security Limited demystify solar technology. Or mama a kwanya ubetimi ayebi fear e bo no e wo form. Or makofa high quality solar product aba ye wo high premium solar inverters, your solar lithium batteries, your solar wall light, solar street light, solar panels, and a solar roofing tiles. Yedibi aba. So we a company kese our power needs e wasra. Almost say oba your 5-year installment plan yedibemau. Installment plan 5 years. Oma in 20% down payment. Now they can work over time over the 5-year period. No work every no when your solar system papa be in the sika obetria on ECG can always say born iodine abba from kama at the amount. We if fear and answer office and so and your 4 to 6 month installment plan. And no in 70% down payment. They are spread the akanama on work and so kakra. When it's your frame CCR 0549 711191 into 0549 711191 and 0534 299584 0534 299584 we a solar energy made easy. Ekosiisen suni e higher sempa FM. Nana. Ma
Obi.
Yes.
Na your friend is saying you doko cannot bibi say emebunu ejuma wo mo pai and
yes.
Economic development na Ghana for share.
Okay.
Ama His Excellency Mahama dia totokwem. Eno dia wo ye ne din.
Yes.
Ejuma esese ye nya eye. Me healthcare niema wakekenya social budget na ministry bia eye na ejuma kama nti eno de emfa de akosi we so another arm of government ono so eye wo madwuma na okan bibi say leader ekwa minim say leader crampo so apologize to honorable Ofori-Atta
and yeah candy
and just asema make can just wo ye manso chini pa
hwan
your friend is saying Ofori-Atta yes.
On the raid of his house. No?
And what nenya we raid no de akokoti obi aya pa ocho wo sa akokot nipa we ye hu ne mobo just so ye manso chini wa ye na dwen se manso no peso otwe ye pa ocho ampache obi ye pa ocho we nya an eye for an eye ni bi no wo ye because obi si me pa an eye for an eye can Ofori-Atta nya an eye for an eye mu panyi and wo ye because ye pa ocho on the floor of the house. I'm a whole leader of government. A government business, our parliament or poucho. I feel also the cocoa. That says you've been disregarded as some our can. Obuo mem, obuo penimunu position no janyani ejo, ojina ye penimu position and wa poucho. Tis still also the cocoa and yaman so chin. It's also Ghana, see a timid chimanson. Na adia so be yano no ba be yano. Yes, that's why you know so near chimanso ya pouch also the manson na between. Efe e just ono kra no wo regard omuyen just say ayi no krampo no a chopper na a leader kra de no kopa ne chow because opa ne chow still okokot just ade no disregard it.
No na say wo hwe court we na court say OSP e declare no wanted fugitive
no OSP kwa em kwa so we year free so o say san ko san de ba
or say June 2nd.
I didn't know what chimusa because first and so cast over before this time. I don't know what chim. I don't know what chim money June 2nd. Or cast on one and noom, Obinya near tea or no 2 and noom to so baby certain time.
It's true.
Me boy, and then you March 15 to 7. And also baby March, hey ya. And I feel you who says yes, I declare with you. OSP because me mad going to a man of 2nd June. I declare what catch OSP until OSP a man 2nd OSP or me country. Of course, because the punch over 15th March. We hear Jumanes would the excuse duty back. That's what excuse duty I see extend there. As I say we hear then. Oktroba say oh my
yeah, there is correspondence between the two.
1 million because you seek a $170 account. $58 million and you can Ofori-Atta there. And you're in a bush and for dear.
Nana unim say was some ye interview. Matisse Oko Electricity Company of Ghana. Unso mampenyi a pow acting MD.
Pepena.
Why na?
ECG now, okay. Acting MD.
Yes.
And you Julius.
Dabio, why na?
Julius Pepena.
No.
ECG.
I write to formally inform you that the President of the Republic of Ghana has appointed you as the acting deputy managing deputy. Okay, sorry. As the acting deputy managing director in charge of operations and engineering of ECG, pending receipt of the required advice of the governing board. We needed John Ayiku Okansi.
Okay.
John Ayiku Okansi. Subsequent to this appointment letter signed by Callistus Mahamano, the Ministry of Energy and the minister drew introductory letter to the acting managing director of ECG introducing Mr. John Ayiku Okansi to him.
Okay, that's fine.
Na yatise ECG union no ebinum wo mu omo se hen ha sa papa we de omo na ne ye adwuma enye ye akoye nsem bebre ma many Public Utilities Workers Union Owura Timothy Nyame or General Secretary Emma Poo eni nkomo ne yenhwese de nyoma siko General Secretary na etesɛn
nyame adomo
ye da nyame ase na eyi ye friend sɛn Owura John Ayiku Okansi munim no
me na mpacho menim say oye staff of ECG
staff of ECG and Cecilia Omampenia Pound as deputy MD, right?
Okay, mina sana mati the Omampenia appointment as deputy MD. Martin Sabet, Nyanya Krata via HSA, appointed by Yevina Yatise.
Okay, and I can confirm, said there is a letter, introductory letter from the Energy Minister to more acting managing director, introducing him to management. But more union for Yatise, more members need so peno. Is that the case?
Oh, actually, this is my first time of hearing that. Union for stating your position on the appointment of President Kansi. It says Excellency appointing as deputy managing director. See how can make a choice Martina me who letter no. But after that, we be on our side say division officers and obia abe protest say ye na ye fa no enkweyi ana bibia nti ye nya sa nka bia sa. This uti sadia and free pool and free workers of pool. Why wouldn't say yeah battle with the issue of privatization?
Yes.
Yeah, need
and your privatization, private sector participation.
Yes, and I on our side no, and then the major thing now yeah focusing on. Ebishe say be a company no begina. I found him to my pa. Enti say appointee obi as deputy manager. Yanju enko say ye betu atia nipa no. Enkanka say ye nyanti say o ye opinion ECG.
Okay.
Ya president appointee no. Enti yenka pu enka enfa state any position on his appointment at all, resisting him at all.
But ya tell so say okay, mono ye mo pool level, but I say is within ECG you JSU and your senior staff association.
Yeah.
Ya say some management guys ni be ako minister ho. Say aka chere minister say nipa no mo de neighbor as deputy MD no union for na we ECG ne mpe no. Na more pool no sa information abeto manim.
In fact, this is my first time of hearing it. So management management don't work for the union. We union we state our case and let management do. Until also. And your members are JSU and SSU. No. In such cases, no, they bring their position to rest for us to take a decision on it. Nothing of the sort has come to rest. Many Okasa up to now, many Okasa.
Okay. In the any such information in the public domain, baby, right?
And they should disregard it because POO have not stated or the workers of ECG have not brought any issue so long as POO is concerned. Now, in America earlier on, say our main focus now is the private sector participation issues now or lingering issues, no. And now focus here the BIA community if you say ECG be funding to my pafra.
Oh, okay. Okay, very well. Ma menna say na bibiania ye besan aba be di enkomo bio.
John,
okay.
But just a tune man can hear move find
No, it's fine. It's fine. John Ayiku Okanse na Okase wunim no. Osevu Western region kakra, right?
To be very frank, I got to know him when he was in Accra. Or since he came to Accra, I got to know him as a staff of ECG.
Oba Accra, no? Yeah, because I mean from the newspaper press cutting amenya waha and the picture, and I think I know the face of Western Region ECG. I stand to be corrected, but right. I think I know the name of Western Region. Very well. Mama Yanase, I think it settles it. Now at least will be a Atene Hoasi. Bibiani Ebesa Babidin Komobio.
That's a pa.
Yeah, that's a pa. I mean, sure. Ekosiisen na higher Sempa FM. Yes, no, I am a patcho. Twasoman.
And Tiazama Makane no. Said Nipano, so we will be a pouch on the old Germanson. Anyway.
But unko for ECG for you, so now. Among them, everybody.
Turn it your source in Yampa. Yampa until me feel say Nipa Minuna ya you or Munina or me okay. Engineer Julius Kepena. You can't send him
MD.
As the MD, very good. Yes, I program now your friend. Now, a great overview of the electricity company. He is very experienced. And an engineer, another engineer too, has been a. Until I believe says
the MD is not quite you too.
Only too.
No, but I know
deputy. No, I think
okay. Say MD. Deputy is not.
Yes, I'm say almost a deputy, almost 3 in pool. I'm say commercial finance and
because I know I can see. I mean, from the picture I've seen, not Western Region, or I don't know HR division or Western Region.
If you call me who picture, na me nipa cross say any my jumache.
Solid.
Intino, also focus a solid guy. Intino, me sure say bibi sa bia ho and me pull for no. Omu bibi wo ha omu beka omu nya omu ye comrades nya ye comrades your friend is na wo can bibi about Justine could you say ceasefire.
Yes. And reference of Adwasafu to the disciplinary committee. So
we are down now san ko down
down say this the discipline
we discipline ben Adwasafu hu ade no wo kan hye na koma ma ne nkasa asemba no amani pa nkasa o say asem no bibi show bi akoma o de abufu akoto abetia wo uwie ya wo san hye ne so bio
onfa abufu nto abantia obia
MPP for nya abufu no moto abetia MPP
okay sa na wo kam
then say so I didn't know Adwasafu ntimi nkasa
part na say part ye de inhyehyeye na
me pa cho inhyehyeye na omo de o maduru sei eduru time bia wo break bibia na wo mankrofo kasa na o ma ye free how I yawe wo nipa mu no ma omo kasa
say ntina ya put omo put it together committee me just committee na share former MP so
me pa cho o se won person o be kasa we committee anima o person o kasa wa abonte abone ben he that is down this fear no for you already down inti asem da bi o say mu ne de hin asem e da ho no wo ka o ti ase Justine Niamia no batanko ye say before anka maybe ne loss no nka so betwa kakra those days hu no wo ba bia ene de otro press release first na press release na ese so otro ne me ekoso ankrofo bu afu no ade no wan press release ene no obetwa press release ma Adwasafu nkasa wasan de ne ko disciplinary sankrofo nipa bufu you don't do this the ade no omo ye de omo the one party state na eba
sir
and de so omo nim de omo ye washa unkrofo abufu amoma to abetia we say still a person otena wo mo so then this is the ebeko power forever CPP say you ready into ebeko power forever one party state no because how on earth so obi buafu and this better power forever
sir
na dey no mo ye
that's all the healing or a part of the healing
this is healing the adjuster for be na efe ni healing o de me hye dem na ase mama me kama se mama buafu ohwan wo ka che ni nipa na omo ko so trouble na omo asa na yate committee se o ni omo mekasa nipa na omo share omo abufu no omo na asa ate committee se na me mekasa so they didn't know what was going on. We all talked about it. And yeah, no number be hypocritical. As general secretary at the time, be no year or home. I don't know one chop press release at the time. What am I say? And then no day the ni be see adjust for so. Adjust for your bow or bre.
Your man on tono.
O man on tono. O your bow bre o matan and nisa wa bre. Adjust kwa me nwa de government DC. Me nima de kronti o te ho.
I propose CPP first.
There be me party. Omunya ready.
Okay.
Ni propose we mani me say nimre. The point is that you see you don't rebuild with anger. You rebuild when obia ja obia say or see streets mu kan no kwa tia tia.
Now you wouldn't have taken this posturing if you were still General Secretary of the CPP.
I would have taken the same.
Now, say CPP are co-elections are co-lose. Now CPP members are all over the place in the media.
Mema woma kasa mo ho atowo mo. Asema
media mo.
Yes. Na oma kasa ne Ghana for cry the views aba. Say we no correct. But Ghana ntini exist. Say political party me general secretary me time me general secretary me nka nipa nhye. Maybe that was maybe me flaw. But me nka nipa nhye. Bibi wo ho a memo abeka wasema kire me a. As long as we within a but they say a special occasion. A man for both. So why don't you allow them to speak? In the say no, mean you are with your wood deja. Now won't share a more than
yes.
Now that deja will see you media mean pursue be a be home. Also so that deja. When to me a more than that. Why you naked the way? Sometimes you have to let people even talk. Na Ghana for crowns on for my general. What I say, I deal with the more and year day because all share them now. How do you get divergent views? For views are wooing within your party. On a Sunday, Biana make a choice and crow for me a peacock or my yomo who to say peacocks. As some are tomono, I ye pass Tom, Tsunami na fam.
O ye nekesi
pa fam. I'm a baumia crown to mean continue, no other concede defeat. I read the award na re na kama we bi how we kama e bo so awe munye de awe amuwe munye de wo Justin no te general secretary what na ho amade ye du safe na betwa press release why na ka chen so on fa adjust for enko disciplinary committee o man nka na asem e che ne bo no o man nka o te man say because o ye ni say before o mo be ready but maybe nka we no.
So
yes, video no mo berry. His Excellency Mahama sem ka che made ne dia. Yankopon dia ma no. O de Ghana maka che me so a second Kwame Nkrumah no aba no. Kwame Nkrumah bebiu. But you general secretary who necessary this time you become a balm of Gilead. Na enkrofo kru. Na okrokro wo mo. Na okrampo fe no adwade na koye. Well bibi say no ya no nko atobo. Na de bibi hawa it's conning sir no council unka so the need in this heat also the need disciplinary committee now no adjo so following sa na ye chichiri kuro sa na ye chichiri party sa na ye chichiri grouping no efie krampo no wo obi wo ho no wo ye hater ye fe bibi balm of Gilead because obi nya hater won kasa onya place to wontimin kan asem what you say no onya nipa kekwa DMP akọ law school a lawyer. Yes, you fan or your bench, you fan say be nipa bi keke or a lawyer. So to my so your lawyer to say Justin na munya mo the same degree. Nti bibi kra na say nko years say utimi wa beda party na no say utimi krokro. Na ofa we bi but omunya nko ne saa. Ye de epe omunko.
Na party ni njija.
Njija na say we njija na wo nipa wo. Party ni nipa wo henefa. Okoba mo fa asem mo mehye no metis yes wo person okoba bi no good medical doctor mo bia omo ye ne den okotiwe me pese meka e dey no omo ye oko
menka
aha e dey no omo ye oko olusu seat a no omo pam no what bi da wunya resources so ko no hokore won belong wo but e just obeko wo ba na so den aye ho hwe nyi inti that I Muslim.
The one you could a wrong step never take it.
Me see those days now no share them no pie kasa yanka and then no be kasa press conference. And then no be press a very wrong step. So what your press release me in a day. For what? Say because I just have for couple so no akwa. So we are back more okay say so call disciplinary ni we dey come back no to so I dey na be. What do call disciplinary ni wie? Why ye ne sanctions nyina wie? Owie no oto aso Africa de wo tirim. O de be kokumasi nyina wa kobon ahafo. Wa ko tamale. Na wo be den, wo be ku no. Wo be ku no. Ma me de omo ye de e me femum. Tene be omo be gu kura.
Nenye one party state.
O di omo person ye de omo be gu. E me de.
CPP or whoever one party.
CPP they say omo no.
Omo
ready dia ye be hwe ha mo ma ba. Anke do ma be ye second but the ekoi die. Ya na nke ekoi ni yezu so. Omo anya yi nti ene die. But the point is that you don't rebuild
with this.
No, with anger in people. Pain in people. Now was with your obi ti ho na ne say twa say de oba di bone wakodi ayi blade akodi agro na moje tu ne nsa instead so obepe plaster ne ayi e friend ne say duro di apepa so no abone no wakotwe aba na o de bro no whilst the person is still bleeding. Is that how you do it? And no wonder so mo lose election no because as suban we the election na be lose. It's Excellency Mahama party say we be crowd we pa o we our come. O when you finish say leader. O we our come general o we our come. What you say? Chairman general bibi ba no o kan o we our come. Enfa bufuo ma bufuo ho crown pa o we our come. What you say? Fifi asamba o we our come. Me general secretary asamba me o we a me come. What am I say? But on sorry metro letter say obi the code this. It is not done. Because it is not the only person I bet is walk kasa. Anger e won kofum. Only one more kasa they are very angry for some of the things that happen and ajumi obi kasa. Niema bebre si and one buofu. They are angry. Say o dia won no say so hwe na o ye o krokro wo mo na wo mo ho ye okay. Na di obi koi nti obi fu franco de ne beko adwa na omo tan ni obi fu franco de ne beko onu kwa ni nipa wa kasa minua Eugene wa anko kasa.
Yes,
Eugene wa ankasa
okasa
apia kubi wa ankasa apia kubi kwa na me nda wo set wo kan nyenyenyan ada no de omo fa ne nko se adwa ye obenti je so ma ye omagin so ombe tan mani oba wa ye bold etimi apia be kasa NPP omo fa ma anye hwe
na me yori asemi
ada bi na nyo obenti se ma church ma example Eugene ankasa
okasa
apia kubi ankasa
okasa
na ada na adwa de oba ada no nkonkoko discipline omo Eugene ene apia kubi nkonko yi omo free party no o man kasa ada na adwa ye obenti no ba beta nani na mo ya de papa nko be kasa no kura wo yo ba kokuduro fo no kura no wo ka umpe no kura na tia mo party ne begu egu soso de ene no ano no se kura mo agu awie ti obi hu ade kura nti amo haya dwen ese de be na wo hɔ amo no asentomago atete na so ko fefra o pam kura enye ye mu nyina atutu tintomago atete ne se obi so oboa na nka wapempam o pempam asiani kakra na so wo mpene a se e beto agu beto agu
na ya mate so we are we so wo ma me tie o de
ano no de me de no wonim se no ano no ono kra frɛ me congratulate me nti no ano ya wie.
Doc, I don't know on Adjoasa from the no na ya can be kind of yemhwe galamsey fight ni enfan come.
Oh, quick one I can say yeah brother SD Odro Etio from Belgium.
SD Odro
aka ranking member.
Oh, ranking member, yeah.
NPP secretary of Belgium.
Sure.
And I'm brother Bakuso, I'm call UK, and or Dimi Chinkakra, or a Baba or Luton.
Oh, Luton.
Only have friend of Mr. President.
Okay.
And President Babes also a show live on Facebook.
Wow.
Yeah, and
it's only a from Mr. President.
No.
President.
And to be a friend of Mr. President, I'm a friend. Already on call election.
Party what money and Nintin and NPP who's on the FM Mr. President. You're free.
And finally, no, Maminchia, Yenyam Germany.
Okay.
NPP for Germany, Billini, Obia, and all Ghanaians there. Yeah, we wish you well. Obi, if you could send message, Casa de Casa, own person will be you and Wako Siboni.
Sure.
Say, me bo Kennedy Dean, and me bo I am confused now. Only in a me support it.
Yes.
Me, Yamiadum, my got 3 general elections
Sure.
for parliamentary.
Yes.
Me Jidi say, Nyama Nyami, Dima Femo Amasuano. It's time to move on to other assignments.
Yes.
So I'll be involved in regional administration.
Okay.
That's where I want to operate now.
Regional administration of the party. Okay.
Now, once Enuna Edda Menimino, there's a lot of consultation and work I have to do with my people. Now, the last thing I obey, if you fear Jansa, will be our person who regional administration. Now, because me, I'm trying to say, me support Kennedy Japan, and I'm supporting Dr. Bahomia. The bottom line is say, most of your uniform person on the president, they are all people I have great admiration for.
Yes.
Me, Kennedy Japan, or a lot of strengths I may admire. And Dr. Bahomia, so strengths I may admire. When I use the word strengths,
Yes.
Nipa bia ufa pen ni paper. Now also be trying the weaknesses are. One should now already feed the obetini deny.
Yes.
Into Dr. Koboy, as much as possible. Yeah, pese yembua to bring everybody together. We should not be the one saying me jina ha and I'm in jina ha. So me be a me jina no in Accra, the party, NPP. Now, the form pese ombeli di no.
Yes.
On na nyina di awon be dey ebetanichi. Enti lejokuku politics it is the past.
Okay.
But going forward, whatever role God gives me at the region, together with consultation, I would play. And secondly, me person me party, my chair opposition. It is suba Emma ye chair opposition. Me family who the end. Exactly. So if you are a Bamian supporter or whatever you love him, know that I love him too. If you love Kennedy, know that I love him too. And that is my position.
Very well.
Obi Ajwa Safo, unza started here interviews before this letter came. I don't suspect say no I dream pony or this 30 interviews. But I won't say sometimes assembly to me kofa assembly ba. I'm sure during the interviews based on maybe 1 or 2 people names about up. Maybe I won't know obi ako kasa we bi na edi twimami ntwe de eba. So I suspect a meeting occurred as a ceasefire. But because after the letter,
another interview.
it's possible cross a beer was scheduled dada. That's what I say.
Yes.
So me per se as a party, because of where we are, using a soft approach. Kodia too doesn't want it to look like party no okay.
Yeah. There is nothing happening.
The party is okay.
Into Obi.
Party okay. Na because party we
Kodia means well. Ajwa means well. You're not behind the scenes. You resolve this matter. Sometimes we resolve na come over no be akra issue statement say oh BBI okay. And na a form ejuno nti me pacho omo nyina BBI yenya. And to my sister, one of the things NDC did so well before my power and say all their conflicts were resolved behind the scenes. You see, make no mistake in free say partner or people don't have issues. So even now that they're in power, people have issues. But they've learned to go and see some people behind the nine car seminar. And these are acceptance and adaptation. We have to adapt. And then we'll get more results.
Yeah. Now, my young the fight against Galamsey, you work from the Jubilee House. What's the thinking of the Jubilee House in this whole fight? Because I say,
oh, how?
Now they don't say the echo.
I didn't know James say come meet you.
Galamsey fight.
Who they kind so now say
I follow Erastus as I don't call.
who they ya come and meet didn't now say ya je.
Not the forest reserve saying I'm for Diaboso.
Who say any dear a MPP for any jam ma sa local law ya omo ye I know SSC ye hwe ho asem. Yes, on so hwe adwuma lands and natural resources yes minister ya eno achi ni press conference ye we put steps in place ama enkrofo bi kura omo ye ya tete teams bi where the name water guard for no omo behwe ama your friend is ade no hwe a very invasive. I mean to fight it as I say we put steps but I know say I mean it will be well because the way our MPP for the year no it is not easy to fight it but it is being fought. Yes of course now say Erastus as I don't call near ma say by all means or they are no feels the Ghana for near GS and refi say NDC bar power cran any 5 months.
That be any 3 months.
Any 3 months. But because the way is excellency Mahama yen near ma quick in Kofofu so at now 1 year. But to fight the galam say near one near my baby idea to kwema ebema sa fight no aye successful. What is a bia nessa champagne ya excavators was ma munshi biu excavators e baba beye bibia ebeye ahyenso de. Say we say me catch say we motherboard na abehu the owner name and shame and now we tie minister was say ene government official we ye hwan na wo mu a ye be boldin na hwan na pese ye bonidin even dichotomize and say so be che legal mining no from illegal say na be ya won tietia obi fa ahodie so ene obi adwuma so ni nyina ye nhyehyɛ ye da hɔ a minister ye ho adwuma aban ye ho adwuma so the fight has not been lost. I don't see why because the fight has been lost. South Forest mine ni adi Miratos aye na adi fine but ubetimi the date at home sa dia mko hu ye ne nko na start maybe now starting before so otemase NSS ye ko Oma fa water bodies, oma fa forest reserves, oma fa cocoa farms. What you say? Ni nyina idea say ye fighting graduates. So she minister lands and honorable amabo. Or there a lot of seriousness. And now madam for because na ministry TV, madam for no crowd. So like unim no utie no kasa so say eh. Where there's this you minister wo ye adwuma pa na ni abrepa. And you could see some genuine concern in him. Me kwa na mini ne ye joke bi say oh me kwa me baba be ye community no say wo me ma obi ama me say I was just joking say baba ye community and ye nyina this year. So it shows say oh you serious about it. He's very, very serious and government is committed. See, I bet share His Excellency Mahama Juma or year 2013 down. Chinese for near ding in our moment in our against all rules. Na me we Kumasi nkrophobia or Chinese phobia on bebugu Kumasi what osake wo munyina. So the time has come as I say yesu ye nyina ye come together. Because nkrofo na omo hyenwura mu ho no why na de asase ne ma wo why na Allah we should all come to then they bia meka anytime it can before and now say the fight against Galam say yesu ye wo
one blame na na do ni bi
said then ono de me blame no be kan say I'll put my president and the ade a wontimi nya wo nka and de me book no for it but me also can say as I say ye nyina no ye den ye come together but who can say we put your presidency on the line now so one found to order so see akonya no so nka kan ye na nka nya ye na nka wagem no waja to bi no waja akonya na ye den nam kroma e CV8 achi no what you say ne say yenhu bibio niema asesa niema mu ayhwam His Excellency Mahama fa akonya bi CV8 achi mfa nante okwa de ma ne bi ano atena so and then say president I would name krum president I would name the oya wo dogana what you say V8 ye top petrol near the gu V8 near the akonya yasim minim so because ye otena akonya bi so ebebo ni due say dey o mente ase ebi obeko bia na akonya di na chi podium ka ho edru bre bi kura de na a coat of arms no ya ne psychedelic no style fufuru bi sa nka bibia wo ka so do presidency beto line no one found to the ame ya champion janto ameka. And that is where my argument started from. Okay. But I mean, the government will be in the lead and individuals so beboa. What I say, nobody can tell me say they are failing in the fight.
In the fight against them.
No, you may see Ghana for near GSM more if he say yeah, what 3 months ago. 3 months in Bonson, 7 January, 7 February, 7 March.
That's 2 months.
2 and some half months.
Yes.
And then 20th. Till 2 months, 13 days. Say, what me she should be at to say, damn it. I get say chairs, come on, building blocks. What ye ministers will be or this is months to no ye minister me. Where ye CEOs, where ye deputies, or ye board. It was what she should be a come and ye real fear who's a papa no buy no. Is excellent to buy in chair. It's galam say any dear and your problem or be fight or no near more be fight or be any be new. Some I catch up to Miss Obesi Mayu Amaya. I'm a candidate a friend I can for 10 years. Obesi Mayo Clinic or Ghana and a doctor saying ya be papa ye juma. What will you GMC we see? Bank we see Obesi Mayo. There could be a hospital me near J who say you. Ghana ba.
Na say na na don so agenda 111 ne wo ho.
Oh, and they say me no can say they say communities, districts, in regions. Obesi bi.
Obesi pakese ba.
Me nam ka kire wo. Obe mo hu so osi mayo am hu say near more obey ni bi ni o. Won say within 2 don't see assessing here 2 months 13 days. Wa hihye bibia kama. Ye were fie ho. They say ye ni age. Ghana for ye koba eni je okrom ho ba bi obi esre obi chia good morning no asre.
Ghana highway.
First obi chia good morning wa mu na kom de no. And obi a ho ato no kama. Nti galam say ni de enye problem. Of course. Obe fight galam say no.
Water guards on wo hu omo.
Me say adam hu omo.
Wo hu water guards for.
Me say me hu omo.
Ombetimi a fight galam.
Na say along with me fight that e kwan bebre ho aye de beto akwa mu. Ombetimi afa. Hwe galam say na e wo ho no so ye committed say obe fight ya. And of which is Excellency Mahama is committed to fight it. Oh, obi a waye bi da no. Say e ba ne so ya blueprint na da ho. Ultimately those days no. I make a same way that when you that kind of support. Because now at the end above for na enkwofo ebi no wakofu say o madwuma na don't fu say you okay because me kai me fa a taxi driver bi cry e London Heathrow o ka chem say wa Tony Koko fu for 5,000 Ghana cedis am Chinese for the galamsey. So people thought say you okay into the kind of fight or the two moon maybe when you the need but en dey obi munya am be supporting. I know that Muni now will be able to support them because now we've seen the devastating effect of galamsey on our environment. What am I saying?
By Sisiano, baby, ana NPP for allegedly and a A2 no. See NDC for take you.
And yam power evidence will be made for way ma. Oh, the bandits ni ben ozo to galamsey.
Now, Oko share
me the mate, the ambassador me chon say Martin evidence ben. Ultimate sorry nkasa NDC for to galamsey. Omo bada ben no to hiva no mokoto machine. NDC bada ben. Omo the 2 months and 13 days na akwa to excavators to galamsey. Bese mbisa. Obi aye na adwuma. Wapa obi ase koye adwuma obi adwene ho how aban be government machinery will work. Pacho omo okotu galamsey we do party card kwa na.
No na say udru former. And I say, Jubilee House, me Erastus page or Facebook. Me follow the brief.
Me person me who say Erastus okuhu oma. Obisa so ye NDC ni ana.
Na so wudru a NDC for ni people be anymore.
There be one
they are known in the
me pacho ntimi nka same way ma me nyintum da because yetimi the NDC two obi so. Ah wonye NDC ni. MPP for create me cho mu hu mienu timi ka se mu nka se we NDC for. Ni enka se NDC look bad. NDC wo mo bad aben. Yen ye da ben NDC ba power. The what da ben na government e ba power. Me no assessing 2 months 13 days.
Yes.
Ti da ben almost start kokoto sa machines nyina. E di go to galamsey. I'm asking. You see NDC for take you over sa propaganda sa card no we hinifa. Omo me hu omo card. Ye hu omo kala. Onti omo kwa no mche NDC t-shirt no mdi to galamsey ana. You see me pese me hu. Anya omo ti NDC t-shirt no mdi to galamsey. me pese me ho ah ade no abai se sape because o mpese o mde 2 NDC for so no entisa His Excellency Mahama is even cross all NDC. Let's say to Galamsey. His Excellency Mahama will deal with you. Embrano bedi. Because I know you honorable, I'm a boy honorable Michel. Or see, it doesn't matter who you are. As long as it is an illegality, they will deal with you. It is neither here nor there. But me, I don't believe till say me who say nipa no party card. Timu wa ya momu say na omudin. Na nka ma church odin ni nyina na ya de akwa akoma chairman general. Na wa hwe ye de ahwe wo mo database no in the party. What did they mention? Ntima mo fa asem ntu nipa so sa. Ohun so obi di asem ko tu obi so aya charging $18 million. Tie kasa si ye hwe ade ni yi.
Na we ntwato so is defamation.
Nenye bia na ka so bi to Galamsey NDC for to Galamsey nenye defamation.
Obi, please tell Nana ya Chempem Jantoa that quote Asokwa Bungalow girls do not practice an eye for an eye.
Who is
will
that?
definitely come.
Who is
so
that?
she should take it slow on him.
Who is
Good
Ken?
evening to the crew. Ofori-Atta.
Who is this?
Where Kwame Poku CID.
Hey, Kwame, say. Was he Asokwa Bungalow girls here? Yeah. Hey, babu.
Greetings to my favorite lady, Nana ya Jantoa. As always, great communication and submissions from her. She's really communicating to the grassroots to understand the dealings of government and the good plans we have for the good people of Ghana. Concerning the letter from the General Secretary of the NPP, the more he allowed his members from speaking, the more he prevents his members from speaking out, the better it would help. Okay, you think he should allow them from speaking out, and that would help Omo healing process. No, sending Ajoa Safo to the disciplinary committee is unfortunate. This can further disintegrate the party. For them to stay in opposition for the next 12 years, please greet Dr. Okoboy for me and tell him to join a better party, the NDC, where he would be very much appreciated. Thank you. Paul De Suso Edie Enye. We say Obi Agbena, it's finally out. First time on Ekosiisen, breaking news. Dr. Okoboy has declared his next step. Wherever he goes, I go. Nana Amponsa Bediako. Obi, so finally Nana ya Jantoa has confirmed that she is a member of the NDC. Was she asking us when did we come to power? Wow. Indeed, the 2024 elections and the appointment of His Excellency John Mahama has taught us serious lessons about interest. Godi.
Mini government.
Yeah, you are in government.
I said, your government had me CPP, I'm in government.
Yeah.
So I should say, yes, I'm in government. I mean, and I am proud to say His Excellency Mahama, Washenkophobia, Nyamenkwa. Obi to say Shippers Council, Papa, or Bakache or no niggas. Shippers Authority.
Doctor, a professor jump.
That is the point. Obaka's only government. Policies or your government, a bebwan. Meaning, what the country NPP for? One more for Park was in doom. No, key positions.
Yeah.
At that time, no, or your dang. No, yes, CPP. Oh, Jai. Why, your friend is saying, Dr. Professor Hagan. No, your chairman of MC Museum and Monuments Board. On Ojai CPP. When Yai Professor Akosa, no, your Ghana Health Service.
Yes.
And the MPP, DJ, Ojai CPP. They all came to contest for positions in the CPP. Yes, it is the same model. Do you get me? It is the same model.
I get you.
Rollins to you the same model. There were people in a CPP, people in the UP tradition. Yes, my father was there, PNDC secretary, local government Ashanti region, mayor of Ashanti region. And so it's not a CPP. So this model, Ghana, yes, no. What am I saying? Inti baby, I met some Ghana, I be my Ghana for what or more dear. Me some. Yes, and this is also a papa. Now should leader not so away fine.
Another my opposition and Cowbeji.
Come on, just my catchers and come in. Me there. Oh, pressure will be coho and send common every. But me opposition me there then.
And I said, I'm so some Ghana.
One of the
over some Ghana, Mahama.
Debbie, but me, dear, next somebody and came. me kwa bosom Ghana ne Bawumia na menam no so akosom Ghana de emu nyefe emu nkoyie kura
in the law you don't walk in the realm of say I didn't see
o ti aze Bawumia de say be si o say nsi o me de Bawumia de Bawumia de adentia say himfa na me fa akwaso Bawumia ekwan ya de fa so ekosom Bawumia kwan no so nye
David no bi a wo so de wo do Ghana ekwan bi a we fa so asom Ghana bi a ya appoint wa obeje
man ka say kwan bi a me man ka say kwan bi a me fa so me say man ka say kwan bi a me fa so e be som Ghana me say Ghana ne yesom je ekofo ma me bi anka maje na Bawumia de nothing after je ekofo na NPP Ghana nyina bibia wo mo ji mu basa ada na person bi say Bawumia de how obi mpacho mfa nko obi a wa resay
na ya me da Doc, fight against Galamsey.
Obi ani mo china o.
No Bawumia de mfa.
Ya me fe na ni mo china.
We ani mo china.
Me say ni sa me pa
obi we fe no obi ni.
Me pa cho sa o china we de me ma mo fa ma Bawumia. Na dey.
Ela yo kro bi so.
Jaka.
From Sunyani to Techima ye fe no mbampe ohia.
Mbampe ohia.
Oh na ni ohia de me di bi 8 years me ni ohia me gusu di ohia. Enti e pe po ohia me di ni sa Bawumia ko ade ka me ram.
Igbo bi ari. Jami no ni mo china.
Yes.
Era nkrafo so yo kro we fe no alolo. E je say still there o kwan so ayeko.
Oh there be a kwan we dey me divert Bawumia. We dey Nyankopon fa pare me Bawumia.
I think say nkrofo be kan about omo how ana bibi e how omo no.
Yes.
Therapeutic. Enti enye boni say obekire de da wakoma so efa de wadwe o say course wo party no mu ana obi suba na niama but enye asem na wo kana e de asem beba but ebi a wo kano e na betimi di how aba enti say ye NPP for sebi aye wa akra ya hia wo ye panyi bi fie na ya bie floor no obi anka no buru asema ne buso asema e be wie no na yete wafa edro ama waye kama but eno kan wo sa afie no mu a enye ade a ese niam sebi ema niam sa kofom e ade ama yesu ade free de obi a edwen mu but sebi se obekire wadwen de oda wakoma so bebre na fache me enye adwoa pese me kan omo mu ka say why are you trying to stop people from speaking their mind o encourage say obi anka de aka no abonti a party no be dey be say ena Mrs. Tadi Onyanka ya a party na ide I say enti ono
I didn't go good at
that say a good jam of na enka brofo frɛ no malice ono opeye boni
mo pe boni amamo
obi enti mesrem mo amu NPP for no na ya futu odi mamu no opese obusia no empire
is na say dey apaya wie
obi na say ya yeti say
ajija
na papa be free say we di chairman nti ono me che the area appointment be mamu no
Yes.
na say ti say ohun say enko sa no na nka no bo akosoro
dey no okay
era impejifo no frɛ papa no wotumi na nkasa ɛna frɛ sa chairman no free say oye chairman ti tumi kita no ɛna ye koka ofie obi ɛno ya nkasa obi akɔ abonti ko chena ju
ba je dey asem no oka omo party no why dey why CPP for
oka NDC for
dey na see
ebi mu buafu na hunim say party bufuo ni bi
oh
ɛna okasa bufuo ni na mo ka no behind the scenes go for ma radio so meka
na omo de omo bufo na emu ohun atwunami o
na da na won kasa NDC for
omo de na nya atwunami we de atwunami kase pa
la yentie dog
amafo akoma
o say politics
yes
during obi per power there are two things you can do open power or opposition obetimi aye hard work of finding out our policies and programs are uba ebeboa omanfo
sure
and obetimi ema obi ahwe de wodi ba no na wato ama obi so ho a ompe ejumadin instead of hwe policy no ohwe policy kakra na wahwe propaganda so bebre enti obi ho a niam be ma voter no buafu no or specialist enti ohia wo si papa we to no or tom asase ompe o try papa we o ye comfort pa say o bra nyina o sika nyina ka boy wo no enti obi o tumi ko to aba ebufu wo no mu no obi after about to no ohia politician wants to they call the politics of hate and spite. I think there were some elements like that in our politics in the last election. And no counter, Ubeono Biafa Afriteshi so Okoboy project I was starting 7 years ago. No Okobueni Adiway. And I'm Obia Shop is a vote to it's because BBF from Sani Pano. That's why sometimes a young share approach in trying to win political power. Some are unavoidable. As a politics, you feel that you took a kratum. But who overplay no one can say how. Now, how so we can say Galam so Obia or your mind in Ghana. Let's say Assemble or NPP. It's just not possible. But some people in Kofobi can't do it. Some may say, "Uti says you'll be a 2 amonape or NPP executive." And Kampa, not all NPP executives, and only NPP executives in Galamsea Obi. Anka immediately every power. Sanka Ghana over time. Anka Jai. But yes, sir. Now, one thing I can say, Ghana, as we speak, the biggest exporter of gold globally. Is that not it?
Yes.
Oh, Obi. A trade, baby. Say yeti Japadie so like there is something extraordinary about us. The whole world, how many countries in the world? Many.
Over 200.
Africa, 54, over 200. Now you see a rank your beer or the gold or tuparo. You see Ghana number 1. Obi, a show say, sa sector no say nya boten she kwan bet to nyama ama ayaya. Maybe we can do times 10 of what you are doing. Atu forcing me senior brother budget or ye. Omo say the same sources are you just canon na ye tree watch say you bet maybe you have finally no sure revenue streams virtually is the same revenue streams. Yeah. In fact, ye be call no. Ye be say kwan bezo na fast no. Ye some financial engineering about tax refund obi ade scafu from him. So how do we invest in resources and how do you call it, guidelines, any monetary, not gold, and to promote investments also. Yes. If there were 3 big mining firms, no gold or Ghana. Now you see number 1. Just say to be convinced 3 more. It will bring more forex, more jobs. That's if we take steps to protect the environment as well. Obi, tell my President Kufado can't say about Putin, even the presidents on the line. Didn't you know cancer? It's because an amount of person tunu a be more livelihood. Yeah. And some people will not go down just like that. Yeah. Either they will fight you physically with their guns or make you tiao. That's why he made that comment. And I know some fine MPs. Life was not easy for them because their president who decided to do that thing. Because of mining community, oh, Obi, you know.
Mo candidate bia
that's what I'm saying.
Also mo lose o mind me no nya net me no net na e ko kire mo ngwa to
so you can struggle to win a seat.
Look,
me no nya na yes analysis no e wo fia.
I think the truth in say mining is a source of life. See the word livelihood, yes. Life for more.
Yes.
She said the money pan it na we asi. Ni say okotu mining. And to ba na o si ora ajade o ye no. More or less one man a death sentence. So it will not be easy for any administration that says that I want to stop all mining. But the question is that how do you do the mining so that you can protect the environment and still get some value from it? When they had the anchor was say political parties, people can get jobs to do, but the environment will not suffer. Yeah. Instead of doing this hard job, no, the cheapest one, the engine cry, no. Oh, boss, some canna no pay me better. I will never the brain soon say, Master, how share want to me go there, then you come when you are to reform. And MPP there the cost. Obi. And no, Oyen sa
fe no cry me refi.
And now our power Obi. Say, Obi mining. Yeah. Towns 2 miles no. Oh, and that's why an NDC chairman was able to stop an army convoy. Say, hey, I'm about Chroma, I'm on fa, me kasa. Chairman Kazana MDC chairman. And Obi, media they make can say somewhere 20.
Doc canal.
Somewhere report now video.
They put the video na kasem what canal one.
It's captured on video.
We capture on video no and no him how technology can do.
Oh yeah. Then about hard.
Debbie, you know what technology can do. Me fair video in your argument.
Okay, yeah.
Somewhere 2013, 2014. Now me was Chebi.
Sure.
I was working there.
Sure.
Now I had a white. Me call first 1 year. Nyana me da hotel because now accommodation.
Yeah.
Me colleague, madam for another hotel. Your friend Funny. Or catch her. I say my name is Funny, but it's A, not you.
You.
Or Che me say, no Chebi that time. Now yeah, NPP no power. There be a hospital, no, and common place. So we say the body about no, you know, yeah, mad. We just say normal. Sometimes to be the four back. So almost two.
I'm an abu almost on
there. So say now the way say and I still on we almost yo. I'm a crap. Na nipa two more and a good eba more. Ain't Funny catch him say dog.
Funny.
The na hami the devastation say ube huna amana no bia kotom. Sometimes no omo mutom no nya EV minus in Korea no watom. And no catch him say in South Africa before you be online said to code no. Ye maudi sika omo friend or some deposit and whatever eko to omo regulatory body no account. If it to take let's say $100,000 to reclaim the land or the tour. Who explore go do whole way. Now you don't get reclaim the land. Eme on your fire. Omo di sa sika no
Akoye.
Bank
guarantee be net down.
Yes. In the first place, remember Uyobia Ufi Insua Umbase Ubabe Digi, because you need to put that money down. The second place, Senna missing a brother to force in yes smart or tax refund be. Adi said the Honda Nipanamba say $50,000 a year. I was saying setting rating at 100,000. So the one bar now ye capital the best is your mind. You know, so many years ago, that's about 12-13 years ago. Now funny I catch as a doctor, where the area of South Africa? And you're rocket obi here. So my point is that the Emankofo ekasa about mining. And your money be galamsey, the illegal. And the legal one can become illegal.
Sure.
And our interest should be those activities are obi the new shema obe pra environment no be high. And laws men bet me at all. Oshi obi no mind so master and your money crowd na ham you. Rule we breaking educational guidelines. Monitoring why a firm on the enforcement and all that. Inti obi. What are Nyama this government in the past? Either two are Emma mining no yet environmentally friendly. What are they? This mining in forest areas or not in forest areas? I know some mining companies are and some of them drew a be almost site one. Now I feel room for about 2-3 hours. And some people one mining quietly in Ghana. And my forest kesiye almost say environment no one obi. They have professional ways of recycling the water they use, the chemicals. When you know investment, more often than not, small scale miners they must sometimes moving into the illegal territory and not breaking law. And they say investment are yes those now sometimes they don't have it. So their mining is crude. This should have been the discussions I would have had during campaign time. Now challenging a politician to come out with what policy initiatives, ideas. Yes, to lead is to solve. But I bet you Obiaye smart. I'm our father. Easiest way. I can say this is a time for solutions. Me pacho and Ashanti regional minister. Me nimnu. But
the new one,
yes,
Dr. Frank Amwakon.
Yeah. In fact, when he spoke about Ashanti region, Galamsey say, "Omo enter places be omo yet omo party abani na omo 2 weeks na say, wow, this is how a leader must speak. A leader must speak to show that tools now state that man no he can deploy them and our authority and our can say, look, this thing is bad. Let's put a stop and see how to solve it. Now ni kasa arunshi
arreshemu
chain. Yes, senior brother. Me honorable boy. Me our my speech to parliament say, hey, can I say for 2 kita no sophisticated weapons. Chase Charlie, let me see papa way. If you want to know kasa say ube my
all this kind of
film
alcohol say.
Baby, you see Charlie, guys no 2 kita no.
Soldier for crack.
It's not true.
And the Ashanti regional minister, minister the Kasam say yes. Where and I say amabwa show ye now obi a o see microphone kita sophisticated weapons in our training Adidas operates amabwa wow see microphone kita too now obi because of lack of this on say galamsey omo ye I don't know even omo ye mining.
Yes.
Some of them no ye the kasana mom say hey omo mu tranka no bezo mo hamo enti hobby because eno no mu didi survive no they don't joke with fighting you. They have weapons in them enti that's why even with the army you have to look at the unit you send, the training and all that. Enti training crowd we say Sebi Obia Okita sophisticated weapon. One shall not putting a life cry in danger. Ain't he? Forgive me, wait there. It's just on a lighter note.
That's what I got.
Adidas squad, you know. Omo here support. Omo here military training. Now, Obi the idea be by Miami brother Sofo. Charles Owusu. Yeah, I mean, you see, that's why ideas are powerful. Yeah. A problem should force us to think. Or see, who's there? Share a place, you know. Ebi a soldiers no obi an go misbehave. A chance in here.
Untimi nko se wuko. E also your forest is there.
Exactly.
But untimi nko se wuko to be.
Exactly. So how do we make sure say people will not just enter forest? But maybe issue news say me can say there are some big mining firms although they are in the forest, they are not destroying the forest.
Yes.
They've stuck to a confined area and are mining. If what the medium scale and the small scale don't have is the sophistication, the sophistry to operate in those areas, how do we help them to get the funding? Because fair. Say obroni company because over a lot of machinery need sophistication. One ma enter some forest reserve. Or no things by heart or use correct means. In fact, I was told say sometimes they plant even more trees than some of the forests. It's all part of their program. But it's heavy investment. They have seedlings, they plant and all that. They recover forests until their forests become even thicker than what they came to meet. If you sika omo nisa capacity now, how do you bring? As for that champagne in your idea, a crude methods are obedi gin gold 5 kilograms. See, why yet distraction worth over 100 several millions. And we enforce. So these are the Jumadiya who a leader. You have to sit down. How do you get investors to come? How do you bring 20-30 miners to be like from small scale to a medium scale and make them shareholders? How do you help them to even incorporate the body where they know that maybe $1 million but say no, the company is worth $200 million. Where now they can do responsible mining. They can be given access into a particular area where they don't destroy, but they even increase the green cover. This is the real work, Obi. But sir, I didn't say Masa, the over place in there a source of livelihood, man. So we have to find ways to help so that they mine in a way it will not destroy the environment. Say at 2 minutes I read Tony Blair's book. Or see, there are some things you say whilst in opposition.
On leadership.
If a boy now on your power, what found they did but stay away from those things and come into the arena of governance
and solve problems.
Exactly. And it's a say omunsa kai udi mean kan yawa omaye so me ka say nyina galam says udi at least 2 minutes ba say so anana yawo me kana an krokro wan hwekro wa so me kon enti udi
ajibere media menye ba obi hwe asema mpesa ye me nwanwan ne say
yes
one make 2 things doc on first Obekasa afa a minister. He was just describing the kind of Amiria.
No, but say that day in Parliament. You get the feeling essentially. I've been overwhelmed.
Usi feeling. Also usi feeling. But in reality, feeling in your reality.
Okay.
Feeling Tristan can apologize. Feeling in your reality.
Just catch
and Tristan apologize.
Okay, last comment I made say. This post December 7th. A man didn't yet said here. Bibi Anamobia obi 2 after December 7th, it was motivated by politics. These companies, I say, aerodrome alliances. Ukomwa, what is their stated capital as a company? If a company over $7-10 million, who person can say on fan coffee? what is their staff on paper? Now, more important. What is their history in mining? Is it that they are good? Were they like what is the land that we're going to operate on? How is their labor structure? How is their tools? Point at me and say, Massa, a Juma the only NPP in this you. My adrenaline is so be our opportunity be to serve this country at the December 7th, you know, Sebio or your party. Ebia, all permanently or the youth 100 opportunities na echo. Ebia capital be okite who are politicians, South Canon their own kitebi. So, what are the things we are interested in terms of regulation and monitoring? Ebia person work or say, ebia okono. Say a place I will be on mining order. Now politics in Entina onya assessor. O stop here, me a problem. But area all for already are mining in a responsible way. O could do December 7th. Chawan shana Bobby Diani out of form. So let's insist on responsible mining. Let's find ways to bring more investment into that sector. Let's find ways to make sure that Ghana's position as the number one exporter of gold, we take advantage of it to create opportunities for the youth, whilst at the same time protecting our environment.
Very well. Nana?
Obi, unimade. Dr. Okoboy some more candidates say no I don't know one can jen and microphone no manye. Sanko mo young komo de boy you. Nso someone be kan wo he pepe nso so esesanka o ka kire NPP for no no moye NPP for opposition omu nim se ne omu se omu ye den omu kan asem o ti ase intino ade ba kwa me so me kan se constitutional review committee for mo me ani nko ho na yentimi enfa bibi nhemrem this post 7 December you know hadwen o ti ase intino yentimi fa nhemrem se after your friend is saying elections during the transition period no we shouldn't do any major near maybe because in our cost implications like employment here a kind obi and shedan say will cancel employment and also cancel will be contract but the issues surrounding it no we need details of contracts now why abrogating maybe there are some issues surrounding it. What are my details? Into because this issue of post 7 December and yet the post 7 December a buy. Ye work 4 times post 7 December buy at a mills excellency at a mills time a buy excellency Mahama 1 a buy. Nanado 1 2 do you get me? Until we need to look at post 7 December. Rather to him. Say be either constitution now say maybe an ally from parliament to give the Nyema yebetimi aye after 7 December so that the country will not shut down but Nyema bi ohwa yebe ya enkofa issues enye de emma what you say na boa gan say the mesaka or me sure so mini say or can say but we should also look at how do the guns get into the hands of these people. AK-47 when the cry AK-47 as I say in our fight against Galamsey no timi share more licenses to even import guns.
Yes. Water guards
what more we hear Juma pa to even without the water guard we here to even import guns. What do you say? There should be some
2000.
They are doing 2000 but almost started with 460. The commission was 460 people.
It was.
But the plan is to do 2,000.
Oh, who said the tracking of baby obi the guns e backroom ha were imported guns no autumn. As you see it me tracking who nipa air condensem. A very key is part of the fight.
True.
Which I say honorable I thought was just saying say a corner year konokrofo kuta tue nkutabi. It see a finding way kwa betimi agi etue everyone. So it goes even beyond just fighting. Now the police is part of it. I don't know I'm saying a commission be small arms and
small arms commission.
They should be roped in. So that we know that there should be a stakeholder meeting with you. No omonche nipa omoton tuo ne ma wo mo ese yetimi e block ye waste na ye friend saying ye board the sankrofo di tuo efri ho eba so otemasi nti yetimi yes idea we because you see omokuta tuo but untimi nkasa water gas is unkuta tuo then you are putting guns in everybody's hands. So otemasi nti no ese si yetimi hwe So guns in this country, how is it regulated? Small arms. Na intimi den intimi mwa. De bia ye fight galante na ye jane say ye nsuo na no. E ye nwura mu ho. But near mekeka ho e kan ancillary near mekeka ho e bi ni ntuo no. Eno na man ye den e ye hu krampo. Inti I believe we said there should be a collaboration between all stakeholders, including small arms for no police, soldier, military, ni nyina yehwe near kabom. So that at the end of the day, we can holistically fight this menace. But Oko boy there, or Mekacho said you crawl for no man you soon ye, or I dream when now when it terms or Casacro Munti. Into your and the opposition, you bet me I can be. The Muya so swa, and the attending kind of presidential staffer, Office of the President, Dr. Bernardo Koboy. Yes, Doc.
Diamond Ashon.
Diamond Ashon.
Oh, yeah, one of your very good friends.
Oh, okay.
Na any birthday.
Oh, wow.
Till me bumper and yami man awarding.
Diamond Ashon.
Oh, man, in Quantintin.
Yeah.
Obin Pachobi Cross your chair, we jabba a kingdom. FM journalist morning show.
Okay.
Also chia only Okoboy unyina.
Professor Anoche.
Yeah, Professor Anoche.
Brunel University.
Prof. Oh, you're brutal.
Oh, you're brutal. You're too much.
In the prof, yeah, chia.
And I'm a chair PMMC CEO.
Acting MD.
Acting MD.
Lawyer Samija.
Oh, lawyer Samija. Fisami nyina ye chia.
Is it Ghana? The whole world number one in gold, no.
I number one in gold.
CEO
oh no, so am I. CEO ba ko pe CEO number 1.
Now shall see or kasa last on me kasa boko na say hey.
We catch it.
Opposition ni brain and channel.
Inti we say Obi. Dr. Okoboy has spoken very well. In fact, the NPP party needs such personalities to step forward and address party members. Rather than those who only lament and point fingers over mistakes, we are all responsible. For NPP shall come back stronger. Greetings to you and Dr. Okoboy, global patriots, Ewa Germany, and Omodi Way Abba. And Doc, I'm told, sir, what Sunday or support for your kidney project, you know? Oh, wow. Yeah,
every month.
You do that. Oh, fantastic.
I'm on your project. Be a name is about
what's our say, and I know kidney for your trouble. Say, apart from dialysis now,
there are so many things.
Or more shots be also. Say, iron shot, blood shot. So, I think shots be 150. And I will take it 2 in a week. Yeah, I just say,
okay, you will bring us.
And I know now, man, for.
But, are you has say? When we say kidney be na cause, I don't know why most times the transplants a failure. Most now say madam for be a failure ma anko ye. So I believe we say any dynamic and research into the causes because okokoye transplant na cause no a mass ade ne buy and that's so why ebe san kwa kan bi ntimi believe we say onu wo fie say ya or ye man who so kutabu healthcare in Europe one the excellent doctor. Dr. Okoboy, the minimal quantity on a number be on a nami. According to say Professor from Pom Boat, only now with the same trajectory into so Akokon and Homo
Bahama. German train.
And I make only out the same trajectory. One yaso Kobe a honye, a more near Bessel. Mr. Kobe Papa, name for I don't try
that. So, Obi, I fully endorse Honorable Okoboy for the position he seeks to contest in the region. Samuel Brian Boabeng. We say, Obi, Doc, it is always a pleasure listening to you. Keep up the good work. It is still possible. Master Planner Junior, Ewo Kentampo, and ono the way abraying. Ma yenshani emfa NC, the voice of Pentecost, featuring Kwekute, brand new one. Wone nyame. Take a